What's up, everyone? Welcome to the BX Sports JEDI Network, the Bronx Bombers Strike Back Watch Along. We are back, everyone. The New York Yankees spring training. Let's get it. What's up, everyone? Aiden in the building. Salute Aiden in the chat. Salute everyone coming in to watch along. We had the watch along yesterday. There was a mistake at the New York Yankees in Clearwater taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, that was a pretty nice game there. It was fun. We saw Chris the Flash in there. We had Mikey Monster from Ford Train Express. Of course, we saw the wonderful chat that always up and down on Nick Aiden was in the chat. He's in there today, so salute, and many others. So today, to be honest with you, I don't know what game I'm going to get. Everyone knows I live in Central Florida. They're telling us the Toronto Blue Jays, Yankees, or we're going to get the Yankees or the Braves. So it's a mystery. It's like a crackerjack. We're going to get into the center of the crackerjack, and let's see what game they're going to give us. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see which game they're going to give us. I personally want to see the Yankees and the Braves. That's from George and Steinbrenner Field. But if not, we'll do the Yankees and Toronto Blue Jays. There's a split squad game, so we shall see with the mystery. So I hope you guys are doing all well this afternoon. My goodness, less than 30 days away, we will have the first pitch of our regular season. Yankees and San Francisco Giants. But before that, we got all these wonderful spring training games in front of us, plus the World Baseball Classic. So baseball is here on the horizon. And if you're a baseball fan, you got to love it. Of course, we're kind of winding down on winter sports right now with basketball and hockey. But both are, if you're if you're a New York local follower of your teams, you have an exciting season going on for your locals. So hopefully we get that game going. Right now, it looks like I'm getting Blue Jays. I hope not, because I really want is the Yankees. I know if you have it on the Yes Network, but the thing is, in the Yes Network, I am not in the New York tri-state area, so I don't know. Oh, I do got it. Okay, here we go. I do get the Yankees and the Braves. So great, sweet. I've got the lineups for that game. I'm always prepared. Beautiful day in Tampa. All right. So Bryce Elder will be the starter for the Braves, and Clark Schmidt will be the starters for the New York Yankees. He's trying to get that fifth spot. We know that Frankie Montas is hurt. He's going to have an opportunity to get in there and become a fifth starter if he pitches well in the springtime. All right, I'm excited. Let me find the lineups. I know I had it there. And here's the lineups for our New York Yankees against the Braves here. Both lineups for both teams. You're going to have Torres, Judge, Hicks, Trevino, Peraza, Ortega, Depot, McKinney, Westbrook. That is the game against the Atlanta Braves. You got the Braves will counter their lineup with Pilar, Arcana, Osuna, Hillard, Castillo, Andrianza, White, Hudson, Denard, and the pitcher, of course, Elder. For those who are keeping an eye on that Toronto Blue Jay matchup across, this is the lineup that they're sending to the Toronto Blue Jays today. It's going to be Volpe, Donaldson, Calhoun, Chaparro, Durham, Hermosa, Peralta, Naves, and I believe I can see that name there, Batista. And that's the lineup that they'll send to Dunedin against the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, Minifield, Bouchette, Guerrero, Chapman, Breslow, Kiermaier, Bagwell, Bentley, and Britton are the ones going out for the Toronto Blue Jays. So I've had both lineups just in case. I didn't know what game they were going to give us. But you know me, I always try to be prepared, of course. And we get to watch along. We get the Braves right now first. And we will give you updates because I have. If you look at my setup, I have split screen. I got both Yankee games in front, but we're going to do the Yankees and the Atlanta Braves because I believe everyone that watches along most of the time are from up the northeast quarter of the United States. They've from New York tri-state area, so we're going to stay with the Yankees and the Braves. But if anything were to change, we have the Blue Jays and Yankees as well. So it's impossible for me to do all two of these games with the broadcasting. So I'm going to stick with the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees as they're playing at home at George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. So we get the Atlanta Braves, National League East Division champions. We played against the National League champions yesterday. Now we're playing against the Eastern champion, the Atlanta Braves. Pretty good game yesterday. We saw, if you saw, Jason Dominguez hit a nice home run to left center field, a bomb. We saw Randy Vasquez got just designated for assignment. He had a rocky start. He came in, he pitched, he got relieved, and gave up that home run there to Weston Wilson. And then he was a little shaky when they brought him back for another inning, and we saw that he's been released for assignment. So let me go in there with we know how we do that. Here, you'll see the lineups scrolling underneath here. And let's go. I am ready to go. I hope you guys are ready to go here on a Sunday afternoon. Beautiful Sunday. It's beautiful out here. My voice quality is not good, Steve says. All right, let me see if let me try that now. Now, Steve, can you hear me now? Let's see. All right, hopefully my sound doesn't hurt too much there. We're waiting for first pitch. We have Steve in the building. Okay, I hear you. All right, good job, good job. So we're doing the Atlanta Braves and the New York Yankees watch along. If you're in the tri-state area, that's the game you got on the Yes app. If you're on the Major League Network outside of the market, you will be getting the Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. So anyone in the chat, yeah, I kind of hear some background noise. I don't have any background noise. Everything is silent. Steve, I've got everything quiet. Everything. The dogs are away. The doors are closed. Hmm. Little sound issue here. Okay, could be Opus. I don't think so, but it was different from yesterday. We didn't have yesterday this noise. Steve, am I correct? Hmm. Hopefully it fixes itself out. I'll try to see what I could do here on my end. Usually like yesterday, I had background music. Although in this on this platform, don't have the ability to don't have any ability to put any background music. Unfortunately, it'll come soon. It'll come with time. But I tell you one thing: the background and the backdrop looks really good. Looks much better. Sounds like something is running. I wonder if it's picking up my processor. Could be the processor or the fan running. Maybe the microphone is probably picking up the computer running on the backdrop. It's so sensitive. That's the only thing I could think of, Steve. So Clark Schmidt is getting his warm up pitches in here. That's why sometimes the background music will help greatly. It's the fan. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing the fan of the processor running, and that's what you hear. It picks up the sound so detailed. So one thing that's good thing. You know what's the funny thing about it, Steve? I'm told. So boy, you cannot let any wind escape because that's gonna come through the microphone. So you got to be on your p's and q's. So I just want to throw a little funny out there. All right. So the defense is going to be Defoe, Peraza, Torres, McKinney. That's on the horn with Sereno behind the plate. Hickson left, Ortega in center, Judge in right. That is the defense alignment for our New York Yankees. And this is the first home spring training game for the New York Yankees. They played a game yesterday on the road, but today, right now, this afternoon, they're in two different squid squad. They're in Tampa and in Dunedin. Dunedin is so close to Tampa. It's not even it's not even a 30-minute drive. So here's the first pitch, and he takes a ball down low. So low and inside, 1-0. Of course, the pitch clock. Now we saw the game was pretty fast yesterday, and the pitch. This one is it up in the air. Would it stay in play? No, it goes out, foul. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the game in Dunedin with the Blue Jays and Yankees. Tim Meza is warming up, but he has not thrown. The game has not started. So this game was scheduled both to be at 1 p.m. and Toronto has been a little bit delayed in Dunedin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So Schmidt, 7 seconds as the batter steps out. And wait a minute, here's the first confusion. So here's the 1-2 pitch coming. Just missed. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Too low. So here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he struck out. 1 out. So Schmidt starts it off strong there with a strikeout. We'll put that there. So in the game in Dunedin with the Blue Jays, 1 out. Do I have that line? Yeah, Volpe ground foul out. But here swing and a miss. Healthy cut taken there by Arcia. So 0-1 the count. This is a wonderful thing because I get to see 2 baseball games here at the same time. Josh Donaldson is up on the road, up there batting. Over here you have Clark Schmidt on the mound with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. So this is fun. Baseball, you want baseball, you got it. Of course, Yankees in their pinstripes and the 1-1. Strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. As is a custom, whenever they do their first spring training game, they wear their pinstripes. Then they go to the navy blue top, as they're wearing that one on the road. And the pitch, did he go? Check swing, he did not go. And Josh Donaldson in the other game gets a base hit, a 1-out single. So I'll try to keep you a little brisk on both of the games here. Now, what are we looking for on Yankees? To be healthy, for guys to get on a good start. Here's the pitch. This one is foul out of play. 2-2. Now, we want to see our Yankees get it healthy, stay healthy, play well. Some of the guys do the things that winning baseball need with the hit and run, work on some things, pickoffs, situational baseball, especially, with the different rules in place, no shift, the bigger base pads, the box situation, the pitch clock, and the 2-2 pitch. And just missed. The count runs full, 3-2. As Willie Cahoon steps in the batter's box in the second game, the split squad game. Willie Cahoon has a chance to be a late or mid-season call-up to possibly play left field, especially if both of these players struggle. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts there. So he's done. 2 away. Clark Schmidt. Now, we all know Clark Schmidt has good stuff. We saw when he came out in last year in the bullpen, he was really well. But then later down the road, he kind of fade away. Maybe it could be the innings, the length. I don't know. There's a pitch outside. 1-0. Here's Marcel Osuna. And the 1-0. Oh, Calhoun in the other game hits this one to right field all the way to the wall. And here's a into short, grounded. Peraza makes the play, and the side is over here in Tampa. 1-2-3 inning for Clark Schmidt. The Yankees. Ooh, got a little bit of a mix up there. Mm. So we have the change of inning. I don't know if that went through there. He looks much leaner. This you saw Alonso on this. He's much leaner. All right. I don't know why I got the sound coming through. All right. We'll bring that back up there. So Yankees got second and third. That just freaked me out for a moment there. Second and third in on the road in Toronto with one out. So in Tampa, they're changing innings. The Yankees will come up to bat. We're going to see Torres, who had a good game yesterday. So the Yankees, of course, let me get the Yankees lineup there for you guys. Remember, Torres hit a homer yesterday too. Here we go. Let me give you that Yankee lineup one more time here. So those that are watching along with us. All right. So Gleyber Torres against Bryce Elder. It was a 10 of he had 10 starts. He was 2-4 record, 3.17 ERA with 54 innings pitched, 23 walks to 47 strikeouts. He surrendered 4 home runs. He has a 4-pitch mix-up, so he throws 4 different pitches. So it's gonna be his first spring start, and the Yankees are on the board, 1-0, looking at 2 in Dunedin, and a play to plate, and he is out. So they get a run, a runner gets uh, tagged out at home. They get a 1-0 lead with 2 outs, runner at second. So Willie Calhoun did not score here. 1 ball, 1 strike as Torres swings and fouls it away. Here's the 1-0 pitch coming to Torres. The 1-1 pitch coming to Torres. Inside. 2-1. Michael Caputo, what is up? I did. I sent it to your phone up the middle for a base hit. That's why I need that's why I need your email, Michael. I can't put it here on this is StreamYard. This is not like StreamYard. This is a different streaming platform. That's why I need your email. So Torres is on it. Aaron Judge, first at bat of the spring. Let's go. And the pitch. Judge swinging a miss. 0-1. And the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swinging a foul. 1-2. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strikes count coming. The pitch. Judge hammers this one. Good stop there by the third baseman. Fields throws across the diamond. No. So Castillo could not handle. What a nice play there by the third baseman, but Castillo could not scoop it up. Duna got the ball. It was a hot shot. So you got first and second with no one out. So Yankees are cooking. I see that. I see they're getting pressure, especially the way things have changed in the state of Georgia. Things are changing a lot. And here's Hicks. Takes a ball. Boy, Hicks is fighting to be the Yankee starting left fielder. He needs to have a strong spring defensively and maybe a couple hits here because, wow, here's a pitch. Here's a strike. I think the Yankees could get away with with Hicks playing a really good near to Gold Glove outfield and left field, and they could deal with his struggles at the plate because he's a switch hitter, but he's got to be as immaculate on the on defense. I think they could carry him that way. But man, he is an enigma. Hopefully, he could get it going. Pitch. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So first and second, no one out. They got something cooking. Now, this is the situational hitting. If you're Hicks, you don't have to get the base hit. Can you get the runners over and put your player, pass the torch to your lineup? That's what the Yankees are looking here. They want good baseball winning plays. Let's see. The 1-2, he's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I'm Steve. I totally agree with you. It's just this the moments of time. There's nothing wrong with that because they're embracing that they're brave. And the pitch. This one is grounded up the middle. Then there is a base hit. Let's see if they're gonna score. Let's see if they send the runner. No, the whole tour is there, so the bases are loaded. See, that's what Aaron Hicks, if he's going to endear himself and possibly win this, um, and win this left field job. That's the type of baseball you need. You saw how he just didn't do much. He hit a ground ball. He pulled it. Even if the defender was there, that was a that you know what he got a base hit, and of course this year there is no shift. There's an example how the shift being banished is going to help left-handed hitters. Hicks got on, bases loaded. Here's Trevino, takes a ball up high. So bases loaded, no one out, and he's ahead of the count. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll get to Michael. I'll send you that information in a minute. And the pitch, ooh, just missed. So trying to play for a double play here. So the bases loaded here. 2-0. The pitch. Trevino unloads this one. High drive. Deep. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Jose Trevino with the grand slam. The Yankees up 4-0. Jose, 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 Jose. Bam! The Bombers with the grand salami. Oh, baby. I know it's spring, guys. I know it's spring, but just think about all the cold winters that you have been going through with your fingers freezing, and you thinking of the warmth of the Yankees. And there it is, the first game of spring. Trevino, Yankees are 4-0. There's a ball inside. So here's Peraza takes a ball. I'm trying to get Caputo in here. Michael, I'm working on it. I'm trying to do double duties. And the pitch up high, 2-0. There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. You know what, Steve? I don't know about that one. That one I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know. And swinging a miss, 2-2. I'm intrigued. I hope it's PG, but I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. And the pitch, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yes, I saw that, Michael. And download three. There's a walk, so he has not gotten anyone out. All 5 runners have all reached base. Michael, I will send it to you. I'm trying to multitask. I will get it for you, buddy. I will get it for you there. We have a little pitching conference here, a moment there. And in the game in Tampa, in the game in Dunedin with the Blue Jays, Yankees with a 1-0 lead. There's 2 outs. Runner at second for the Blue Jays. And the count is 1 ball, 1 strike there for the Yankee pitcher. Here in Tampa, 4-0 Yankees. Runner at first, no outs. So a grand slam. Yankees got a couple. Got some nice at bats there. Got a hit, an error by the first baseman, followed by a Hicks base hit and a Trevino grand slam. This one hits this one opposite direction. Ortega sends this one canter corner to the left fielder, and he makes the play. So Pilar is there to make the first out. So Elder gets his first out of the inning. Here's Defoe. Defoe swings and grounds it. Defoe played yesterday. He was 0 for 2. We'll probably get Caputo in a moment here. Jose Melo, what's up, Jose Melo? When you played the Dodgers, they were trolleys. They were dodging. Ah, got it, got it. You know what? Good history lesson there. Let me 1-1. I got the Blue Jay game as well, Caputo. I got the Blue Jays game here. This is a ground ball to short to second, on to short, on to first, double play. Wow, so we had a grand slam there. Wow, good job there by the Yankees. We'll wait for that commercial to go by there. Yes, when you come out, we'll talk about that. There's a lot of conversation to be talked about as both games are in their respected inning come to conclusion. The Yankees jumped up 4-0, 4 runs, four. I thought that should have been an error on the first baseman personally because he should have scooped that ball. He should have had that. First baseman's known for if you're a first baseman, you got to be able to scoop those balls in the dirt, be able to pick it. And for them, I know it was a hard hit ball, but there was plenty of time for the third baseman to gather and fire and throw. They would have had Judge by at least 2 feet, two steps, if the first baseman would have come up with that scoop. I love. Hey, listen, it's spring training. Who cares? To be honest with you, but let's be fair and fair. A little home cooking early there for Aaron Judge. Yes, I know the Highlanders. Steve, I know that one. The Yankees were called the Highlanders first. The pitch clock is working so far, Jose Melo. I kind of like the pitch clock. You know, they're not lingering. They're not lollygagging. They're getting right to it. So we're waiting for the half inning to come to conclusion here. And there's a strike for Clark Schmidt. He's gonna pitch another inning, or maybe he'll probably pitch a couple more, one more, two more batters, and probably they'll yank him. But he's been free, smooth, and here's a pitch. Here's a ball. So here's Sam Hillard for the Braves. Hillard is their center fielder, batting from the left side. A 1-1 count coming. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, that's an interesting there, Caputo, with Manny Machado getting that extension. Wow, here's the pitch. Just missed. 2, 3 and 1. I mean, Machado's second large contract. What does that leave Juan Soto? They cannot sign everyone there. So Juan Soto, believe it or not, I don't think he's going to the San Diego, returning to the Padres. 3-1, foul out of play. So Juan Soto is going to be available. Boy, I kind of want to say something, but you really don't. I don't. I kind of hope it doesn't come out in a negative or touching the money. But boy, I would love the Padres to suck, to struggle, because they would be trading Machado. There will be strike three. What a nice pitch there by Clark Schmidt. Because boy, they will look to sell or to trade off Juan Soto at the trading deadline. Personally, I want Soto in any one of the two New York teams. I'm going to be totally greedy or selfish, whatever word you want to put behind it. Soto needs to play either for the Yankees or the Mets. Plain and simple, he is a star. He is a foul ball. And I don't know if the Yankees would have won Soto left-handed for this stadium. Oof, I still living on that dream. Would love to see him play for the Yankees, but what does that lead him if you just gave you got a lot of players signed with a lot of money, and the Padres, they always try to do something with money and then they cry broke. But boy, that Pac Bell Park in San Diego brings money and so forth. But it'll be interesting how they're operating like a big market team. They have to with the Dodgers being there. So it's interesting there that they're spending money on their own. At least I give them that credit. They're re-signing their own. I know they acquired through free agent Machado, but they re-signed him. And you saw what they did with the pitching, and they keep adding, and hey, they're spending. They're not just sitting there and collecting and acting like we're the poor. And Tatis, another one who has a big contract. It'd be interesting. It'll be interesting to see because what the Padres do with those big name contracts, and if they don't live up, that's why I kind of, in a way, would love them to struggle and be possibly third in that National League West to see what where they cannot make the postseason. That'll be interesting to see what they'll do. 1 and 2, a little chaos in that National League West. I am rooting for it. Ooh, pitch. This one popped up and fouled. Ooh, as there was a pickoff attempt in the Blue Jay game, and he got picked off trying to steal to third. So Romano is pitching for the Blue Jays. Romano stepped off and tried to get a pickoff attempt, and he get picked off a runner. Here in Tampa, he's back to here's another strikeout by Clark Schmidt. Clark Schmidt is throwing the ball phenomenal. Out of the first five batters he faced, he has gotten four strikeouts. So Clark Schmidt is dealing early. Usually the pitchers are ahead of the hitters in spring training, but man, Clark Schmidt looks sharp. Now with two outs, here's Maraza takes a ball. There's a strike. You got a 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Hey Michael, you're gonna have to send me you're gonna have to write to me an email because the email address you gave me for some reason didn't come through. Just reply to that email and with your email, and then I'll just resend and I'll just reply back. Swing and a miss. Wow, wow, what impressive! Six up, six down. But the thing that was more impressive was, boy, he's striking out. He's looking sharp. All right, so we'll wait in between innings here in Toronto, down in Dunedin. It's 1-0 Yankees. Morano taking on Narvaez, and is one out. He has an 0-2 count. So a little bit of both games there. So we have the change of inning. All right, so we have a little bit of a change of inning there. Petco Field. That's at Petco Park. It's Petco Field. Okay. You guys knew the logistics. What I meant. Ooh, there's a strikeout by Romano. I like the pitch clock. It's making the game. Yesterday was a pretty. The game went fast. The game is going quick here. We're ready in the bottom of the second inning. 30 minutes in. 34 minutes in. Now, here's the thing that they have to worry about. If they rush it too much, could a pitcher get hurt? Could a pitcher get hurt if they're getting and throwing without coming, taking the proper time in between? Because you're torquing. Remember, you're torquing your arm in a motion for, and putting strain on that. Here's a Billy McKinney takes a strike against Elder. He takes so McKinney, Billy McKinney there. Is swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Billy McKinney was a former Yankee, and now he went to Oakland A's, and now he's back here, and they're down low for a ball. And near pitch, inside, 2-2 now. Here's a pop up, left center field. The center left fielder caught it for the first out. And there's a called strike. You got Westbrook, not Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is the designated hitter, batting from the right side. One of the invites for spring training. And the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a strike, 1-2. That one's lined right to the shortstop. Garcia, 2 outs. No, Michael keeps coming back as the email you sent me doesn't exist. So I don't know what to tell you, brother. So we got a pitching change. Elder is out of the game. So here we go. So we get a new pitcher with Torres due up. Get a pitcher for the Braves coming in. Once we get from the commercial, we'll let you know which is the pitcher that came in. And there's a pop-up, infield pop-up, and that dropped. The Yankees misplayed that infield pop-up with Chaparro. Boy, Chaparro hasn't been an impressive player. Yesterday, they wasn't impressive. Today, let me see that infield pop-up. Let me see if he makes the catch there, and he's going back, back, back. Oh, no, his second baseman saved his rear end. Boy, he looked terrible. He's calling it, and good job for the second baseman to call it. So no foul, no harm. But boy, Chaparro, there's a reason why he hasn't been called up. He's a minor leaguer. Oof. There's a strike with one out. The Yankees with a 1-0 lead in Toronto. Here in Tampa, they're leading 4-0 on the Atlanta Braves. And Kiermaier's coming up to bat. And he misses. Tampa's still in a commercial in Dunedin for the Blue Jays. It's a 2-1 count. And the pitch from Brito fouls it out of play. Kiermaier battling there. I guess Chris fell asleep. Chris was supposed to come on too. I guess Chris is still sleeping. I know he does work overnight, and I know it's tough. And he's swinging a miss. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Got him. Brito got Kiermaier with 2 outs. So both Yankee pitchers here. Brito looks pretty decent here for the Yankees down against the Toronto Blue Jays, who threw their good lineup there. And he looks really good. He had a little bit of a the Blue Jays threatened a little bit in the first inning, but he hunkered down and he's giving up zeros right now and got some good outs there. He's throwing the ball well. If you're watching the Toronto Blue Jays Yankee game, and he's stealing another strike right in there to Biggio. The Atlanta game and the Yankee game is still in a commercial change. There has a pitching change, so Kevin Biggio steps in on the plate and he takes the ball outside. Oh, wait a minute. The Yankee game is back on the other end. See, I don't know what these apps, these applications do a lot of funky things here because I got it back here. It's 2-1 with 2 outs. Wait a minute. I missed the whole inning here. Good thing I have other backups as Judge. We're missing the Judge at bat. Yeah, this is why everyone this is my rant. I'm gonna have a minor rant when it comes to let me put the ticker back up. The ticker will tell us. There it is. This is the rant that I'm gonna go on. I hate, to be honest with you, I hate the streaming crap. Where can we have the old days where you pay your cable satellite provider and you just plug the damn freaking box, you put the game channel 2, channel 7, channel 750, and you just damn watch the game. I hate this crap with the app, the internet. It slows. If it loads, if it doesn't come back, I hate it. I hate it. Call me old, but I hate it. Just give it. Why do we have to complex it? Keep it freaking simple. Where you just put channel. I want it on this channel, and this channel shows the damn game. Plain and simple. I hate this crap with the streaming. Apple TV and this and that. Ugh. Judge walks. It's like my goodness. And I know we have to adapt with time, and we have to adapt and go with you have to adapt. You're going to stay stuck in the old times. It's not staying stuck in the old time. It's that sometimes when you're trying to make it so easy, you complex it. Keep it just simple. Where you just take your remote, you turn the damn power on, you turn on the box that where it's coming from, and you put the channel on. Either if you know what if you there's the numbers is infinity. If you're gonna give me a number where if it's in the thousands, so be it. As long as I can find the game on the channel where I don't have to have an app and wait for it to lag if your internet or it's just sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. And Hicks, first and second grounds is softly the first, and the inning is inning. So we missed all that inning there, because they decided that they're going to not show us the whole game. And it's so crazy. Hopefully they come back in time. I hope this thing fixes itself by regular season because boy, this is going to be a rough one. It happens with the Knicks when I do the Knicks watch along. I use the MLB, the ML, the NBA TV app, and when we come back from halftime, it doesn't even come. You're waiting and waiting, and it's 30, 40 seconds gone by in the basketball game of the third quarter, and you miss it because the app is just going in circles. Because it's giving commercial break. It don't give you the feed. It's yeah. I really don't like when yes, it's great that you're not in the market and you get to watch your out of market team, especially if you don't live in the city. But boy, one thing I did do this dislike personally is that delay from the streams. It's terrible. So we'll wait. Hopefully, I'm gonna keep the ticker here because they'll tell me when the inning starts. Because right now it's still going in circles. So hopefully it'll play correctly. Let's check a look here. It's first and third now in the game in Toronto, threatening now with two outs though. First and third, two outs, two balls and two strike count as he throws. Brito throws over to first. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Brito's last hit batter. He already's got almost two full innings there. He's gotten some traffic on the bases. Oh, they came back again on time. Good job. So the 2-2 pitch coming. Ooh, just missed on that one. So it's full count there with Brenton taking on Brito. And we got Abreu who's going to pitch for the Yankees. So good job for Schmidt. Six up, six down. And Alberto Abreu, his roster spot, to be honest with you, is a little in jeopardy. He's got to show something here in the spring. Yankees love his arm because he was traded away, then bought back with the Yankee organization in the pitch. This one broken bat, right to the Brito. Actually, Abreu gets it himself, flips it, one out. And over there in Toronto, he got out of the inning. He got the strikeout. So good job there for Brito getting out of that inning, stranding the two runners on the corners. With one out here in Tampa, Yankees are 4-0, 4 runs on 5 hits. And the Braves, six up, six down for Clark Schmidt. And now Alberto Abreu trying to continue that good fortune. And there's a call strike. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-2. There's a pop up foul. So the 1-2 count coming from Alberto Abreu. Swing and a miss. Got him. So with two outs, the swing and a miss. Down and away. So Abreu dealing here. All right, Abreu with two outs here. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. One ball, one strike to count. And the 1-1 just missed inside. 1-2. 2-1, excuse me. This one is foul, out of play. Ooh, look at this. So Volpe with a double. So he's on with a leadoff double. So Volpe got a nice hit, a double there, and he got Donaldson coming up. This one is popped up. 4-0 Yankees. And I gotta try to see if I find where I can find Michael to pull that up on Discord. What is my Discord information? I don't know. All right, so we have a change in inning as I'm trying to get Michael on to join me, but it's tough when I don't have an email address. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know who doesn't have an email address these days, but it is what it is. So here's Donaldson has a runner at second in the game in Dunedin. 1-0 Yankees in that game. Yankees leading in Tampa 4-0 over the Blue Jays, over the Braves. Blue Jays trail 1-0. You got Person, the pitcher, against Donaldson. Volpe lead it off that inning with a double. Donaldson behind the count 1-2. Did he go? He did. Joe. So Donaldson, just like mid-season form, strikes out. And here's the first pitch to Trevino. Trevino pops it up, and it's going to left field, and the shortstop makes the play. Nice play by the shortstop. Here's a strike. I cannot find you, buddy. 0-1. You're making a little bit. I got to concentrate here, Michael. This is a little too much, overwhelming right now. I'm trying to get you on to come on and join me, but it's become a little overwhelming. The 1-1 coming, and he swings, pops up, and he fouls it out of play. So the Yankees scored 2-0. I was trying to mess around with Mikey here, and I couldn't see that how they scored there. I know it was Volpe scored, but I didn't see what was the play there. Must play a base hit. Here 4-0 with a 1-2 count and the pitch. Inside, 2-2. So the count runs 3-2 on Peraza here. The lefty ready to deal the 3-2 pitch. Did he go? He checked the swing. Then I checked with the first base umpire. And hello, what's the call, guys? He struck out. So it would be nice for you to tell me, at least tell me a K, a graphic, something. So he did go. He did not hold his swing. There's a call strike. We have Ortega, Rafael Ortega, who flied out his first time up. There's a strike, 0-2. Ooh, he struck out. So the Yankees going in order 1-2-3. The Yankees up 4-0 here. I'll look 2-0 in Toronto in the Toronto game in Dunedin. 2-1 count with 2 outs there for Durham is the batter for the Yankees. And the pitch outside. Let me see if I can do that here. Hold on. Am I able to paste this? Oh, yeah, I am able to paste this. Okay. Let's see. All right, so they got first and second now with 2 outs there in the third inning in Dunedin against the Toronto Blue Jays. Those that are watching it on the MLB network. We got Don Mattingly as the bench coach there in Toronto. It's weird to see Donnie Baseball in a Blue Jay uniform. I mean, you stomach it with the Dodgers and maybe the Marlins because they're not an American League team. But boy, seeing them in a Blue Jay uniform turns my stomach. No, it didn't go through. All right, here we go. Davy Garcia. All right, good to see Davy Garcia. This is a big question mark. I was thinking about it. It's like when I made a video, I said Davy Garcia has a chance to open some eyes. A long shot to be the fifth starter for the Yankees or out of the bullpen. He's got to just show a strong bounce back. Remember, he started a postseason game for this team, and I wonder where was he? Witness protection, but he just struggled a little bit last season. And here we go. He has a chance here. First pitch from Davy Garcia up high for a ball, 1-0. I'm actually rooting extremely hard for Davy Garcia. I kind of like Davy Garcia. To me, when I think of a pitcher, I think he fits the mold. Like there's stardom in here for him. 2-0. And can we stop the comparison with Pedro Martinez? He's just Davy Garcia. Oh, and this one hits foul out of play. Wait, then it goes 2-1. I really want to see Davy Garcia to do real good. Let me change that. The 2-1. This one hit. Backhand by the third baseman. Nope. And he's going to eat it. Default. Knock the ball down. And that's the first hit for the Atlanta Braves. Garcia last year was 4-5 in the minor leagues, 13 out of 20 starts, a 6.89 ERA with 64 innings, 60 hits, 32 walks, 76 hits. He gave up 13 home runs. Not a good numbers there for him. He struggled. And the pitch. There's a strike. I just thought that Davy Garcia, he started that postseason game when he didn't make the club. I think it kind of messed up him a little bit mentally, because he was part of the big ball club. He started a postseason game. You once you get the taste of the major leagues, you kind of don't want to go down to the minors. The stadiums are not the same, the travel's not the same, the food is not the same. Maybe he got too used to being, he thought he was going to be by. I since I started, I deserve a roster spot and I deserve to be here. Instead of you have to continue to put the work in, and I think it took him mentally. I think that's just me. Why he just didn't have a good season last year. But this is a new humbling experience. Hopefully he comes up here and just be electric. One ball, two strikes, swing and a miss. 96 mile per hour fastball, just right through Orlando Arcia. And the pitch. This one's popped up. Yes, Jose. Frankie Montas has arthroscopic shoulder surgery. It's not going to be Tommy John, so they're expecting him back. It probably right after the All Star break. It's not a major. It's yes, still a surgery, but it's not the surgery that they had. Arthroscopic is not as bad. There's a runner goes. The throw to second, and it is not in time. They Can we, cameraman? I know it's spring training. Can you at least put the camera on the umpire so we can see the safe or outside? I mean, they took the umpire right out of it. No, he'll be back, Michael. It's only arthroscopic surgery, so that's just a cleanup, and he should be back. Here's the 2-2. He did it on the 21st, successful surgery, and he fouls it out of play. He had the surgery done already, so now his rehab. Probably by April, he's could be soft tossing and strength and rehabilitation, then to build him up. So that's why I think he'll be back by after the All Star, or at least after the trading deadline. I think Montas, September, especially September, August, mid August, he might be back. And the 2-2 pitch just missed. Ooh, 3-2. And this one's popped up right side. There go foul. Ooh, he walked him. He missed. We got nothing. Boy, I hate this score too. It's another one that I don't know how to use. All right, so we got first and second now. Osuna, the batter, against Davy Garcia. A little threat there by the Blue Jays. A new pitcher for in the Toronto Yankee game, Mitch Spence for the Yankees. Here, Davy Garcia's pitching. Here's a pitch. This one is hit in the air and it's gonna go foul. 0-1. Garcia with an 0-1 pitch coming. This one's foul out of play. 0-2. Canna Tuna Osuna. Osuna. So the 0-2 coming from Davy Garcia. And the pitch. Oh, just missed. Didn't miss by much outside. 1-2. That was a nice breaking ball in the outside corner. I kind of, to me, a little bit up, just a little high, but man, that was a nice one. Here's the 1-2. Again, inside 2-2. See, this is the problem with Davey. Davey's going to have to start learning. Okay, 2 balls and 2 strikes. You got to learn to get a put away. He needs a put away pitch or at least something where he's going to get some soft contact. Because now your count is back even to 2-2, ahead of the count, 0-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, he got the call. Beautiful call, frame. So he got Osuna for the strikeout. Get a backwards K. There's a strike. So the 0-1 count here, Hillard taking on Garcia. Oh, what a play there by the right fielder in the game in Toronto, in Dunedin by with the Toronto Blue Jays and the Yankees with a nice play in the right field, a diving play. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Davy Garcia ahead of the count, 0-2. And this, so we got Vladimir Guerrero at bat. Spence is the pitcher for the Yankees. And of course, here you got Davy Garcia with Hillard has an 0-2 count with 1 out. And there's a stolen base attempt, got him. And this one popped up. Hillard and Judge with the play makes the catch for 2 outs. Nice play there by Nivas, who's gunned the runner out trying to steal on a stolen base, and they're going to challenge it. So Toronto's going to challenge, thought that he was safe. No, they're not going to challenge. No challenge. There is no challenges in spring training, I don't think. So here's Ryan Castillo. Oh, he was safe. So here's Davy Garcia now with first and second, 2 outs. And the pitch. In there for a call strike. 0-1 the count. Garcia ready to deal the pitch. No, throw over to second, and he got him. He got him. Nice pickoff move by Davy Garcia. Good job. Pilar a little too much. And of course, and that's what you do in spring training. You work those footwork, and good job there. Wow. Great timing play between Garcia and Gleyber Torres. Nice to get out of that. Really like that play there for Davy Garcia. And the Yankees get out of that inning in Toronto, in Dunedin, and them both innings. Yankees both games. They're leading both games here, 4-2, 4-0, and 2-0. Nice play there. Really nice play. That was a really good play there by Davy Garcia. So they're in a commercial right now. We waiting for them to come back from the commercial break. All right. So we, of course, they're talking about his scope. He only had a scope of his shoulder, not Mike, no Tommy John or no. So he will. There's hope that he'll be back. That's what I just saw that report. All right. So Yaxel Rojas is the pitcher for the Braves. This is his first start. 4-3 record from the bullpen. He'll take on. He throws a strike. So Default, who played yesterday's game, back-to-back games here. And here's a pitch. There's a call. Did he go? He did. 0-2. Ooh, this one is hit deep to center field, and it is gone. A home run in the Toronto game. Makes it 3-0. Wow. Carlos Narvaez, center field. And there's a pitch here, 1-2. Defoe hits this one to right field, and right to the right fielder for the first out. So it's 3-0 in Toronto, Dunedin, in Florida, on the Blue Jay game, and the Yankees up 3-0. And here's another shot. This is going high. It is far. It is gone. What a monster blast. Yankees go back to back and a belly to belly here in Dunedin. Now they extend the lead 4-0. Wow. So both teams at 4-0. What a shot there. Wow. That one, you got to see that blast. Now in Tampa, it is a 0-1 count, and there's a strike with one out. You got McKinney batting. That was Bard who hit that shot. And they get a base hit. So three straight hit in the Toronto New York game. That's Anthony Volpe with a hit. So he's got 2 hits for the afternoon. McKinney goes down on strike, so there's 2 outs here. Here's Jamie Westbrook. Wow, what a blast. I'm still I know spring training, but wow. You still gotta go. That's a blast. There's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Westbrook behind the count 0-1. Here's a pitch. There's a strike. 0-2. And the ball down low. 1-2. And the 1-2. Westbrook hits this one. Sky, Billiard there, and he makes the play. The inning comes to a conclusion. So, so in an inning, 1, 2, 3 inning, that game is going out to the commercial. And the game down in Dunedin, Florida, the Toronto Blue Jays trail 4-0. Got a runner at first with 1-2 count for Donaldson. Actually, no, that wasn't Bernard who hit the homer. That was Volpe who hit the homer. Guys, that was Volpe with the blast. My apologies. I'm giving you the wrong names there because I got little tiny. You know, I should have put on my glasses. What's going on, Schroeder? Dude, I can't get you on, Mike. I tried email. I tried Discord. I'm trying everywhere, but sending you a pigeon to get you on, and I'm distracted with trying to get you on, and I give you a good program trying to get you on to come on the pro. It's right there. It's right there on the chat. Just click it on the chat. I'm able to hit that. I'm trying to get you on, and I'm getting. I'm not even changed the lineups. Trying to get you on to talk, have a baseball conversation, and it's coming. The show's looking sloppy because of that. Hmm. All right. Top of the fifth, Garcia is out for a second inning of work. Here's the pitch from Garcia. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And here's the pitch coming from Garcia. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Garcia's throwing good here. Let's hopefully he leaves some impression. The pitch. This one's grounded right to the second baseman. Fields throws across the diamond in time. 1 out. And there's a pitch inside. We got a stolen base there on the other game. No foul. Got to get back. First and third in the Toronto game with Willie Cahoon batting up. Yankees up 4-0. Garcia with a 1-0 pitch coming, and David Garcia with a 2-0. There's a Gramo. Cahoon might hit to a double play out to he does 4-6-3, but a run scores. He doesn't get an RBI. Yankees up 5-0 now in Dunedin. So a double play for Willie Cahoon forces in a run. Here it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Garcia with the pitch, and he fouls it away. It is 2-2 now. Count square. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yankees in Tampa at home. They're up 4-0. Waiting for the pitch from Davy Garcia. 3-2. The count runs full here with 1 out. So we got double game, split squad for both teams. Of course, the Yankees at home in George M. Steinbrenner Field taking on the Braves, and the other split squad is in Dunedin against the Toronto Blue Jays. They're up 5-0. The Yankees in on the road with their split squad, and at home they're up 4-0. And that inning comes to a conclusion. So they go to the bottom of the fourth in Dunedin, 5-0 Yankees. They added another run. Here in the top of the fifth inning, and David Garcia with a full count. Here's the pitch. Got him. So got with a beautiful pitch there. Framed him, froze him there. Backwards cave for David Garcia, now with 2 outs. in the top of the fifth inning. That's what you like to see, Davy Garcia. One thing I would like him not to get pitch count wise, not get to too many 3-ball counts. Get there, try establish himself. But remember, this is his first outing, throwing well, not bad. Here's the first pitch, ahead of the count, 0-1. You're gonna go places if you always get ahead of the count on the hitters. And the 0-2 from Garcia. This one is popped up in the center field. And Eli White flies to center field, and the inning comes to conclusion. So a 1-2-3 inning for Davy Garcia, and the Yankees have a 4-0 lead halfway through. We're going to the.
What's up, Kev?
Didn't even see you here. Sorry, Mike. What's going on, Mikey?
Not much, man. You?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good. Hold on.
I got a lot of I got feedback from your TV.
How you doing?
All right, watching both these two teams here. Let me ask you which feed you're getting, because I got both games, and
I don't
you
have
got
the game on right now.
all right.
Who's winning both games?
Both Yankees up 5-0 against Toronto, and that's on the split squad on the road in Dunedin, and in Tampa they're up at home up 4-0. They're in the bottom of the fifth. Both games actually both one in the bottom of the fifth, one in the bottom of the fifth, and fourth.
Okay, cool. It's different being on Opus.
Oh, it's a bit different. Oh, it's a different setup. Yes, indeed. But I am still getting a lot of feedback though from you though.
Yeah. Did Dominguez play today?
No, neither game. Neither game he homered yesterday's game.
Yeah, that was a nice shot he hit.
Yes, that was a really good shot there. We got a new pitcher. We got a new pitcher for the Braves.
Okay. But see, that's the thing. That was one game. We got to see how he produces for the rest of the spring.
Oh, absolutely. One pitch, one out there.
So.
We got Taylor Aguilar coming in to pinch hit.
So, well, let's see how they do the rest of the spring. I mean, spring doesn't really matter as much, but
No, you want to see them get in good habits. What
Yeah.
we saw, Mike,
Exactly.
we saw was the Yankees got a pickoff attempt. Was really good. Was strong there between Davy Garcia and I believe Gabriel Torres. They picked off a runner, stealing bases, situational defense, situational plays. That's what you want to work out in spring. And we saw the Yankees at least execute at the early part something good there that you want to see.
Yep. Did you hear that Machado signed an extension?
Yeah, 11-year extension. And that's not bad for him. Good job on him securing that extension early this morning. It was reported. What does that leave Juan Soto now? Does he?
That's a great question.
Because they're signed to Tatis. They're signed. They have a couple.
Yep.
They have quite a few long-term
Bogart,
contracts on that
Tatis,
team.
and now Machado.
Yes. I mean, you swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs. Aguilar goes down on strikes. You can't sign all these multi. I don't care what you tell me. How if San Diego's not making the kind of money as the Yankees, the top
No.
5 MLB clubs, sooner or later they can't just give handout. They're gonna start either trading someone there with the
Yeah.
big contract, moving someone, or vice versa, not able to afford all these folks. So I don't think I believe Soto is going to be in play as a free agent.
Yeah. I mean, it could potentially help bring back Soto, but they've got to be in that what third tier of luxury tax
They
already
gotta be.
with Tatis, Bogarts, and now Machado. They have to be in that third
Now
tier of luxury.
Now that extension doesn't kick in this year. Maybe they get away for a year or two, and they worry about maybe some expiring contracts
Yep.
come off the books. Where then Machado slides in. We got to look at the way it's structured when that money kicks in, and for how long. Also, you got to see. But damn, that's a lot of money invested on players. That's why I was saying it earlier. I hate to sound selfish or not vindictive, but it's gonna sound that way. I hope San Diego has has a terrible season when they're like third in the National League West, thinking
Yeah.
about maybe trading a Soto, knowing that
Yeah.
he's not gonna sign a free agency contract. Let him straight be moved. And when if that's the case, he needs to come to one of the New York teams. I don't care which one at this point, Yankees or
Yeah.
Mets. Soto needs to be in New York.
Absolutely. Um, Hillel brought up an interesting trade scenario earlier between Atlanta and San Diego, where they deal for a straight up trade, 1-for-1, Tatis for Acuna. Get them both into different places, different sceneries. I thought it was an interesting trade scenario. Both are injury prone, but both are superstars when healthy.
But who benefits if it's a 1-for-1? The Braves are
Well,
always looking to save money or getting you got. They're gonna want a prospect. Just think about it. Braves don't operate as a big market team.
yeah, but San
They
Diego would
they're,
have
they're
to eat at least half of that Tatis contract.
ooh. Then that hmm, if you're the Braves and you're willing to get a player of Tatis, young, marketable, coming back, man, both are injury. Both had significant injuries.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on the GMs, what and their analytics department, what they think of the player, who has a higher upside, and who
Yeah,
has a better defensive metric on there. Well, how each team value? Do they value Fernando Tatis defense greater than what Acuna will give in the outfield? Or do they have someone? Then you look at their minor league system. Do they have someone to fill Acuna in the outfield coming up defensively? And or that's a really good one. Too bad, unfortunately, to give you my thought and my total opinion, I would love to know what the Braves farm system looks at, what they have coming up in their pipeline
yeah,
in the outfield. If they think they got someone like, ooh, I got a gem coming up where Acuna could be moved and bringing that type of dynamic infielder at Tatis in the infield,
yeah. Or they
that's
could
an
put
interesting.
Tatis in
That's a
the outfield
Does he
because they
want
got
to play the
one
outfield?
that's short.
But then okay, is he gonna be? Is he? So let me ask: Is Tatis gonna be a better defensive outfielder than Acuna
That's something to think about.
when you make that move? Because you have, yeah, because yeah, Acuna when he's on before the injury, he was a dynamic outfielder.
Yeah,
He still is. It's just he had that major injury,
yeah,
but Fernando Tatis could be a generational type of player. Like
yeah,
wow, there's a lot of there's pros and cons, and I'm not trying to poo-poo, but I'm trying to bring the pros and cons. And man, that's what you call a blockbuster, because
yeah.
you have an argument on both sides that you could sit there and go back and forth for a while debating, and that's a good healthy debate. Because man, either way,
I think both teams in that scenario would win. I mean, both are getting good, young, dynamic franchise-altering superstars in the trade. I mean, yes, they're giving up a franchise-altering superstar, but they're getting one in return. It's not like they're getting gypped. They're not paying.
You-
They're
right.
not paying a boatload of prospects. They're just doing a one-for-one swap. Even though San Diego would have to eat half that Tatis contract, the Braves are
That's the
saving a little bit of money.
but grounded up the middle here and one out. Get the players made there. Let me ask you this: if San Diego's going to eat some of the money, like we were talking about, they're going to want a prospect because
Okay.
they're going to want a prospect personally because if they're going to eat a lot of that contract, they're going to want something. If it's switching the money contract wise, I don't see prospects going back and forth, especially because you're leaving them off the books with
Well,
financial.
Atlanta would have to eat
Maybe
the other
that's the
half
way.
of it, though. That's what I'm saying. So
Right,
San
right,
Diego would
right.
eat half, and then Atlanta eats the other half of it.
But in order for the Braves to eat the other half, they're gonna if I mean if the Padres gonna say, all right, I'm gonna eat the other half, I'm not gonna help you financially to help you sign other players. You're gonna have to give me a prospect and at least single A rookie ball that you guys are highly touted because I'm helping you financially relieve. So and especially when a team that's in the National League, Mikey, you're gonna say, well, I'm gonna help you sign another player to beat me in the postseason because you're gonna. So no, you're gonna give me a. I'm gonna help you financially. You might beat me in the postseason, but give me a player that I could develop in my system in single A that highly touted by your organization that maybe in 3 years it'll help me beat
Yeah,
you in the postseason. It's always there's always just think about it. Both teams are trying to pull a fast one on each other when it comes to
yeah,
trade, and usually the even for even it's something there's something fishy behind it, even for even. You rarely
yeah.
saw that. You saw when the Braves got over when they got Swanson from
Hmm.
Arizona, and Swanson was the what number 1 draft pick
Yep.
when they got him. Everybody was like scratching their head on that move, and the Braves fleeced. They it's when it comes to trade, it's always dog eat dog or somebody's trying to be slick on there. So it's rare when you see that 1-for-1. Somebody's gonna want something, but that's a good one though.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna jump off. I just wanted to say quick, what's up? I
Any other trades that you might see might happen in the spring training here before the season by any club. It doesn't have to be our Yankees. It could be any club. You know,
I could see Baltimore
good.
making a run at Corbin Burns.
Ooh, okay. And they have a lot to because they've been drafting well due to those losing seasons they've been having. They could give something for a Milwaukee, intriguing wise.
Yeah, but hey, man, I got to jump. I got a jet, but
Yeah, man,
I'll try to get on later.
you got it, Mikey.
All
Thanks
right,
for
brother.
stopping in, man. All right.
Yeah.
So a quick inning here. We got Mikey Mazda. For the Ford Train Express, check them out. Definitely. And part of Grunt Baseball as well. So, interesting there for Osuna, possibly for Fernando Tatis, 1-for-1. I mean, that's a proposed deal. Interesting on that one. That's an interesting. But the Braves, remember, they're going to want to try to be slick. Oh, so listen to this. I did not know as we're watching along here, the Yankees are pitching a no hitter. Through it's 5 innings complete. I know it's spring training. Who cares? But a combined no hitter. I thought they gave the Yankees an error at Defoe at third base. So that was that hard hit shot there. They official scorers called it an error. So the Yankees have not given a hit on the Braves here. 5 full innings. So we go to the sixth, top of the 6 innings. So no hitter in effect for the Yankee spring training staff. I wonder if there's ever been a no hitter in spring training. Although who really wants to pump their chest out on that accolades? But it is what it is. And in Dunedin, Florida, where the Blue Jays are taking on the Yankees are 5-0. They have the bases loaded with one out and an 0-2 count. Oh, Yankees play tomorrow at 6? No. Yeah, they play tomorrow at 6. Huh. So Seth Elledge, the pitcher. So the sixth pitcher for the Braves. Of course, you're going to see that. You're going to see the bullpen, guys getting 1 inning, 2 innings worth of work. All right. And here's the pitch. There's a strike. Adolfo Duran is the catcher for Trevino. So Duran is a double A from Somerset. He had 9 home runs, 33 RBIs. He batted 222 in double A in 53 games. And the pitch. He swings, fouls the play, so it's still quickly 0-2 now in the count. So in the Toronto game in Dunedin, it is the bases loaded, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Yankees at bat. Yankees up 5-0. Look to add some more. And oh, swing and a miss. Duran goes down on strikes. So he's down. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the Toronto game. So the first out recorded for Atlanta Braves pitching here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Oswaldo Peraza, who's 0 for 1. He has a walk. Now Volpe homered in his game. Peraza fouls. Here's a slow roller, and that's also foul. So both teams for the Yankees fouled. 2-2 count in the Toronto New York game, and here the 1-0 count in the Atlanta game. I'll give you the Atlanta feed here. Here's the 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. So we had Mikey Mazda on from the 4 Train Express and from Grunt Baseball. Stopped in, always shows love, always comes on. The one thing I love about Mikey Mazda, always stops in, gives respect and love here to the channel, always pops in, even for a few seconds, swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Gave us that little nugget there from Hala, gave that nice trade, a proposed trade, a good job there. And he gave us that nice proposal, Tatis for Acuna. It's just a proposed trade that he came up with, and this ball is hit into center field and drops in for a base hit. So Oswaldo Peraza with a base hit, and the Yankees make it 6-0. They get a base on ball, and in the Toronto New York game in Dunedin, the Yankees up 6-0. Here in Atlanta versus the Yankees in George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, they have a leadoff group single for Oswaldo Peraza. We got a pitching change in the Toronto game, but here's the pitch, and there is a call strike. So we got a 1 out, 1 out, 1 out, 1 out, 1 on base hit. So runner at first. I wonder if the Yankees going to want to send Peraza to running. The pitch outside, 1-1. This is the time when you do it in spring training. You want to start putting the pressure. You want to start running. See who has the speed, who has the capability of stealing. You got Peraza out there as well. Peraza. You want to see if he can steal some bases. You might need him in the regular season to steal some bases if he's going to be off the bench. The 1-1, 2-1. That would have been a great pitch to go. I would have sent them there. 2-1. I guess the ticker's ahead of me. And the pitch. This is grounded. And that's a base hit. A sharp base hit. Back-to-back base hits for the Yankees here. The Yankees got first and second against the Braves here with 1 out. Yeah, here's the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1. Here's Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones, who batted 334 with 4 home runs, 12 RBIs in 26 games. This guy is huge. This guy's 6'7". Here's the pitch. Here's a strike. Now, Spencer Jones looks like he's they call him the Aaron Judge of the minor leagues. He's from the left side, not as big, not bulky as Judge, but he's as tall. And boy, when he gets strong and gets built into his major league body, he's going to look like a left-handed Judge. 0-2 the count. He's behind the count. Beanie. Ooh, fouls him straight back. Kept that alive. 0-2. Now, there's a lot of highly talented folks that are keeping an eye on Spencer Jones. He is electric. He was phenomenal last when he got called up in the final 25 games of the minor league season. And he was last year's first round pick, and he climbed the charts. Swing and a miss. Spencer Jones goes down the strike. 2 outs. You can see that there's rawness in the kid. Got fooled with a 12-6 nasty breaking ball down the way. That's how you get a lot of left-handers who are home run power like Spencer Jones. You got to get them with the breaking ball early in their career. So he's down with 2 outs. There's a strike. Here's Rumfield, another lefty. Now you got Westbrook, who's scheduled to be the next batter after Rensford. Rensford hits this one, and there's a base hit. Yankees could get some scores going all the way to the right field wall. One runs in. Peraza rounds to third, and we're going to third base, and they're going to send him, and the play at the plate. He drops the play, and no, the Yankees get another run. So Harmon calls across the plate. The Yankees up 6-0 here on a base hit by Rumfield. So the Yankees showing an aggressiveness by the third base coach. There was a play at the plate. Catcher could not hold that play. The throw came off the line, down the third base line there. The tag was applied, but he could not hold on to the ball, and the Yankees get another run. So they scored 2 on that base hit by Renfield, and they extend the lead 6-0. All right, let's go. So they will let Westbrook bat for himself. Westbrook hits this one. And this one is going to fall, dropped in all the way to the wall, right center field. Another run should score here. Rumfield will score easily, and Westbrook picks an RBI double. Now 7-0 Yankees. So Yankees trying to pour it on here. Another pitch that was up high, a changeup up high, didn't have a break. And man, Westbrook just put the ball right center field into the gap. Good job there. All right. Here's Dubin, who came in for Torres. Durbin takes a call strike. Now Yankees blowing this game 7-0 here in Tampa against the Braves, and they're up 6-0 against the Blue Jays in Dunedin. There's the pitch. This one's hit in the air. This looks like it's gonna get rocked. This is going back at the wall, and it just misses right out the warning track. He makes the play. He gave it a ride, but ran out of real estate.
What's up,
7-0.
Ken?
What's up, Chris? Oh, what's going on? All right, we got Chris the Flash joining us here tonight, this afternoon.
What's up, Chad?
Hey, so the
Yeah, I
Yankees up
just
here
I just woke up from a nap, Kev. I'm sorry.
now. We had Mikey Mazda on a little bit earlier. We talked about the Fernando Tatis. I know if you heard, he signed an extension for 11 years for the San Diego Padres. Extended Machado. It's like, whoa, that was a. And I was asking, what does that leave Juan Soto now? You just signed Bogarts for a big contract. And I know that after this year it kicks in, but the Padres haven't won any World Series. I got to kudos to them for spending money trying to win a World Series. You haven't won in a while. You're not a team that's known for being a team that high spending. Although lately you could say, hold my beer. I second that, but I don't see Fernando Tatis staying in there. I think Fernando Tatis will be in play for anyone who would like to get him. I mean, not Fernando Tatis, excuse me, Juan Soto. My goodness,
Yeah, and if I'm one of the pitchers that I don't know, did they extend all their pitchers too?
they extended. I believe they gave didn't they gave their pitcher an extension. They're
Well, I know they gave Darvish one. Did they give Musgrove one?
uh huh. I don't think so. I think it was garbage.
Because I know Blake Snell is good too, so I don't know about Musgrove.
I mean, you could extend your players, but you don't have enough to make all these $100+ million
No,
contracts.
because if
Especially
they didn't extend Musgrove, he's gonna want a big deal too, because he's been good over there for them.
not only that, you where does that leaves us? Where does that leave from there? Where does that leave Juan Soto?
I don't think he's coming back.
He would, and I was saying to Mike, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing. He needs to be in either one of the New York teams. Bring him to the East Coast. He needs to be on either New York teams. Don't be surprised if Boston goes all in to one pitch swing. Because
I wouldn't
boy,
be
Boston,
surprised if Philly go all in.
damn, that's too many. They got too much. You never know. I mean,
I'm about to say because I think uh if I'm not mistaken, because I heard about this, I think San Diego's got the third highest payroll behind. I think we second, and then I think the Mets are first. I don't know where Philly's at, so Philly might have enough.
and yeah, the 3-2 pitch. This one's chopped. Nice play by the cat pitcher. Throws the first in time. So I know it's spring training, Chris. I know you just joined us here. With one out in the seventh inning, top of the seventh inning, Yankees have not given up a hit. All the relievers have been stellar. We had one questionable play from Defoe. They called it an error, but the Atlanta Braves no hits.
I mean, I know it's a spring training game, but that's still bad for a team to have no hits in spring training.
There's a strike. And Clark Schmidt pitched phenomenal. 6 up, 6 down. Out of the 6 batters, 5 strikeouts. The cutter, he was working on the cutter, and the cutter, new pitch he's developing here in spring that he's and worked all winter, looks awesome. Here's Osuna, Marcel Osuna, 0-2. A 1 ball, 2 strikes now in the count.
Warren, if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the younger arms, huh?
The pitcher currently on, I can't see who it is. Yes, it is Warren. You're correct. It is Warren.
Okay,
Because
he's
I got
he's doing pretty good.
I got the split screen if you and the 1-2, and this one's grounded. And there's backhand for the third baseman. Throws across in time. 2 away. So now the Yankees 1 out away to getting out of the seventh with this no hitter intact. I'll give you a little bit of a peek. I got both games going on because in if you're in outside the market, you're getting the Toronto and New York game. But if you have the Yes app or MLB.com, you get to see the Yankees at home against the Braves. So I'm kind of doing a little both. That's
Okay.
just right. So the tri-state New York area gets the Braves and Yankees. 1-1. Ooh, there's a throw and stolen base attempt by Toronto. They got second and third now, no one out. With 1 out. And they're trailing 6-0 on the Yankees. They're in Dunedin, Florida. But here in Tampa, Yankees up 7-0 with a 1-1 count and make it a 1-2 count. So Loizaga is the only Yankee possession player that's going to be in the World Baseball Classic. I thought Gleyber Torres was going to play for Venezuela. Obviously not.
Yeah, I guess it changed his mind.
2-2. And we know for Team Nicaragua, it's going to be Loizaga. So I know Mark Harkey is going to be the one of the coaches for the Netherlands. The 2-2. This one hit the opposite direction, and this might be there's a base hit. First base hit of the game for the Atlanta Braves. No hitter gone. So he's one for so he is on 1 for 3 with a 2-out single. Oh, there goes the no hitter. I think Chris. I think we're going to be saying that a lot with 8 innings. The Yankees with a no hitter. Yankees pitchers
Yeah,
with a no hitter. I think we're going to say that a lot.
yeah, that's a typical Yankee no hitter. We get close and then
That's a
poof is
great
gone.
thing, though. That's a great thing. You tell me this pitching staff could get 7th, 8th inning with no hits. That's a you know what? Can I sign up for that? That's a great thing. That
Well,
means our pitchers are locked in.
I'll say this: we do have 4 pitchers that can do it. I can
All
see
right,
Sevy
here.
throwing a no hitter. I can see Nestor throwing a no hitter. I can see Carlos Rodon throwing one. Cole.
Oh, Toronto on the board. They cut the lead in half. A 3-run shot, and it's 6-3 now. Ooh, inside. So Toronto with a 3-run homer has cut the deficit in half. That is in the bottom of the 5th inning. So and the 2-2. Runner goes. There's a throw to second, and it is in time. Got him. So Hillard got stolen. He tried to steal the second base bag after getting the first hit. Got a little greedy there. So, wow, what a play. What a throw. Yeah, he got him right in the caboose. So we go to bottom of the 7th inning here in game one of the split squad games in Tampa. So they're going on America here, and we got at the bottom of the 5th. I'll tell you one thing, Chris. These games are going pretty fast.
Yeah, I see that.
They,
I
they
seen
are moving pretty quick.
Glaber had a good game, huh?
Yesterday he had a good game too. He got a couple hits
Yeah,
yesterday.
but yesterday was all about the Marshall,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
especially that bomb he hit. I was like, oh snap.
Now nothing. Volpe hit a home run in the Toronto game today.
Oh, okay.
Spencer Jones came up, but he struck out. He got caught with a breaking ball down and in. I mean, that's what you get those big lefties or the big rookies. You gotta until they start hitting all speed pitches. They're not really gonna see a lot of fastballs. And the Blue Jays, after the home run, comes up with a double. So the Blue Jays starting to come aboard there with a 1-out double after they cut it in half here. And Bowman is the pitcher for the New York Yankees, who's right now getting a little rocked. We saw that Vasquez yesterday for the Yankees came in and he was rocky. We gave up that home run to Weston Wilson, and then he was relieved by I forget Alex. I forget his last name. I gotta look at the box score. Then they brought him back again, Vasquez, to come back at second inning to start another inning. He kind of struggled a little bit. He was DFA'd today, and he was DFA'd by the Yankees. So after one bad spring training game, a little nerves or whatever the case, they didn't let him to work things out. I guess the Yankee organization saw enough. Maybe he wasn't receptive of criticism after that. When maybe he was, I don't know. Kind of found it weird, right? That they just DFA'd him after one bad performance. He was highly touted, pitching no hitter in the Eastern League for the Double A team. It was kind of weird.
That sounds like something the Yankees would do.
But it could be an attitude issue. Maybe he was so pissed off that he gave up the home run and they put him back in again, and he still wasn't sharp and got probably criticized. But coach said something, or I don't know what, and he just probably clapped back, said something, and you're out of here, or you're out of here. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just speculating because why? It's only the first game. You let him pitch another couple when you have to make your first roster cuts. Then you do that. Your first line of cuts. You say goodbye. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that was quick. One game. It has to be an attitude issue. That's just me. Because damn, that's awfully quick. Oh, the first pitch, he lines out. First base, out. One pitch, one out. One thing bad about I was saying a little earlier, Chris. You know how we're not in our markets of our New York markets if you're a New York fan or your team. And these apps, they get back to the game so late. You miss so much stuff because of streaming and ugh. It happens with the basketball every time at halftime. And it's not just me. I have guys in the chat that tells me, yeah, the game started, halftime started after halftime started late. I'm like, I got on a little bit of a rant. I said, why can't we just put on a box, turn on the channel 100, 200, and the game is on? Damn it. Oh, look at that. Peter lofted to the field. Now you're getting the deep invites and training playing. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, Toronto. 2-run shot, of course. Vladimir Guerrero. He hit a spring training home run, right? That doesn't count, and he's showboating. The idiot is showboating. Look at this. He's showboating. Dude, this guy is disgusting. Here's a strike. I mean, you hit it off a kid who's not going to make the team,
What,
and
showboating?
he's showboating. I'm talking about he's hamming it up.
Oh
Boy,
man.
bad enough. It's bad enough he looked like a ham. Now you're going to ham it up around the bases? Come on.
I'm a I'm gonna say this, Kev. And I know it's still early, but
The Blue Jays are so unlikable team.
dude, it's not even that. You disrespecting your father's legacy, bruh. Your dad never did that.
Bro,
Like
he
I
hit a
I
home
don't
run.
understand that.
He crushed it. But then it's just
Like
all right.
Kev,
Yeah.
like I'm even though I caught it when I was young, but I seen Griffey's career throughout his whole career with the Reds, Seattle, Chicago. I never seen Griffey show up on people like that. And I know his dad was the same way. I just don't understand that. I understand, like if it's a World Series and you about to win and your home one gives you the World Series title, I don't have a problem you showboating. But when you showboating
Ooh.
off a pitcher that might not even make the team, that's wrong.
Yeah. Trey Sweeney hit a shot, a ground rule double all the way to the wall. So Trey Sweeney, another prospect for the Yankees, got a ground rule double, second and third with one out. And but
Yeah.
let me look at that swing there for Trey Sweeney. He pulled this one. He missed the home run by a couple feet. Man, caught a fastball inside, and he was right on it. Beautiful swing by Trey Sweeney. A swing that fits Yankee Stadium. I like to see that. Wow. Now, yeah, with the Guerrero, get back to Guerrero there. You're playing in the bottom of the fifth in a spring training game, your first spring training game. Yankees pull all their starters. You normally pull your starters. How desperate is the Blue Jays here? You're trailing for 6-0. You're keeping Guerrero in to get 3 at bats against, of course, no that. Come on, and then he showboats. You just hit the home run, run the bases, calm down. This kid, I mean, he crushed it, granted, but you crushed it against a kid who's not known to be a major league prospect, who's just there, to see what they got for their minor league club. They could count on and see what they have there. He goes, not only that, he crushes it. When he gets to first base, he does his little showboat. Then in between shortstop and third, he does another showboating of a hop. I'm like, dude, you already got your showboat once. You need two showboats? Come on, dude. Come on. It's like, dude, that's why Toronto is such an unlikable freaking team. They are.
And people won't like him too. That's the sad part.
I know and they got young talent, but when they do stupidity with from the stupid little jacket that they wear for a home run and get in a cart, they are so unlikable. What an unlikable team. I thought the Red Sox were disgusting, unlikable. It's because of the red. But to be honest with you, it's the Blue Jays. The inning comes to a conclusion. Hey Chris, do you hear that the commercial when you on the stream?
No, no, I
All
don't.
right,
I don't hear the commercial.
it's just my computer then, because man, every time it switches over in the app, I can hear it. It's like it catches me sometimes off guard because I'm like, what did I and I think it's coming through.
Nah, he good.
So we have a little bit of an issue there. Caputo couldn't come
So
on.
who?
Caputo's in the chat.
I wanna ask you because you might know a little bit more than me because I heard some stuff about the dude that just flied out at third, Tyler Hartman.
Hartman.
Yeah, is this his first game? I know some people was talking about him in the minors.
This is his first. I didn't see him. I didn't see him at bat yesterday. I missed it.
Okay.
But although I'm gonna be honest with you, after the home run from Dominguez, I stopped taking the scorecard. Usually I like to take the scorecard and no and start switching. But since I was
Yeah.
solo and trying to just have a conversation at Aiden on the chat and so forth, I was just trying to. I didn't really go ahead and pull that whole scorecard there, but I didn't see him play yesterday. I know another name that's pitching right now in the Toronto game, Michael Gomez.
Oh, look who's replacing Will Warren.
Huh?
Beater. Hmm.
Leighton Beaver. Leighton,
I can't wait to
Leighton.
see this. Cause I was looking for somebody to replace Josh Donaldson since they didn't want to sign anybody or trade for somebody, and
Right.
I kind of I mean I see Hartman got a hit, and I know he did good last year in the minors if I could recall. That's why I was like his name sound familiar.
Although the Yankees kind of seem like they're trying to force feed us the foe. Defoe played yesterday's game and he played today's game again, and they left him on for quite a long time. And Wilmer Defoe at third, and he made the error there that earlier, but Gomez gets a strikeout. So the inning he comes in and cleans it up there. But now we go here in Tampa, Yankees new pitcher. They're going to talk to Judge. So we're hearing from the Yankee captain. Look at that, Caputo. Who would have thought of Yankee captain? Look at Michael K putting his he's plucking up those lips on that Aaron Judge cahoots. He says, "Can you buy dinner tonight in Tampa?"
I bet Judge could buy everybody in that stadium dinner.
There is a strike. 2-2. He could come down. He could come down the I-4 and we could go to Roof Chris. I don't mind having dinner with Judge later on.
Good job, Beater.
Beat her with the strikeout. Got him.
Okay, Beater.
Man, we got a Harrison Bader, a Beater. Hey, Jesus
I
Christ.
know. You still don't like the kid, huh?
Man, this still sucks. Hey, Hicks. Hicks played really well here. He had that opportunity in the first inning. He got a base hit where if there was the shift last year, it would have been out. He hit the ball when there was no one at the shift. You look for him to have a little bit of. I'm not going to say he's going to be an all star, but a little bit of decency from Aaron Hicks, in my opinion.
I still don't want one of his team, kid. I don't care how good
Oh
he
no, no,
play.
I get you. I get you. I understand that, but here's
Yeah.
another thing: a way of him getting his value could go up if he does these little things where it's going to be sexy for a team to want to take a chance on a switch hitting left fielder who could play center field, and also if he comes back and has a defensive renaissance. You could move him even easier if you want to bring in, let's say, if you want to bring in, of course, like we were just talking about, a Juan Soto to come play left field. That you want to have a Hicks $10 million that looks sexy for a team to take. I'm not saying the Padres, but someone else could take. As he look at that, another strikeout there by
I
Bitter.
see that. Nah, let me tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. We're gonna be like, oh man, we can get Brian Reynolds, we can get Juan Soto, we can get somebody. You know what Cashman gonna do? He gonna trade Hicks back to Minnesota. We're gonna get Joey Gallo.
Wah, wah, wah. And here's the pitch. He's dealing strikes. So Beater's throwing strikes in there, throwing strikes, getting ahead of the base hitters. Look at this pop up there. 6-5. Yankees up 6-5, and the first out recorded in Dunedin. Doing a little both games watching. It's fun to watch these two games here, but a little handful.
Well, so I can see Brian Cashman doing a stupid move like that.
Now, I think that ship sailed with Gallo after he trash talked the organization.
I don't know. Gary Sanchez trash talked us, and everybody roaming. Oh, he might be coming back. I don't want that man on
He
the
would have
team.
no, he would have came up as a non invite spring training. You know what? I got to look at the Dominican roster. Is he on the World Baseball Classic? If he has a good World Baseball Classic, if he's on and he plays well, there'll be a team knocking on the dirty Sanchez door. Two
Keep
balls and one
forgetting to call
strike.
that man Dirty Sanchez. Oh
Yes,
shit.
spring training are relaxing games to watch. Indeed, they are. They're fun. I'm watching two of them as we watching them along. You got for the Yankees, Jesus Rodriguez batting for the Yankees there in Dunedin against the Blue Jays. Here you got a base on ball. So Beater gives up a base on ball here with two outs, so a 2-out walk. That's the one thing with these young guys. You want them to get clean, 1, 2, 3 innings, and of course the 2-out walks. That kind of hurts a manager when you're trying to scout on a play pitcher. That's the last thing you want to see. Some of these kids, you're in control. You have 2 outs. Don't walk. You have trust your defense. That's the thing. That's come with experience. And here's the pitch from Beater. He takes a strike. He gets ahead of the count, 0-1. As I hear that door creaking, I want to think of Thriller. It's close to midnight. Keeping in the dark. You start to scream. Swing and a miss. He's ahead of the count, 0-2. I made a video on that, Hio. I said Team Puerto Rico. I made a video. Lindor. I'm going for Team PR. Team USA won already. No, I want to see PR win one. Just for the WBC. Ooh, this one's a rock shot here into right center field, and right there was a center fielder for makes the play for the second out. No, it's the third out as a souvenir to the fans. So, wow. Hey, Hugh, let me ask you a question. What's your thoughts on Padres getting that contract? It's signed for. Oh, look at that! Yankees hit a homer and the third base. Hold on. Time out. Chris, you got to see this. Hold on. Sorry, I'll get to you right now, Hugh. So the Yankees just hit a 2-run shot of their own,
Yeah,
and the guy that was running the bases, he stopped at third and he showboated right back to the Blue Jays. I love it.
that's what you're supposed to do. Good.
He know he ain't making the team.
No,
He know that. But you know what? That's the type of thing that will endear you to an organization to keep you around the minors. He did it. Nunez. That was Nunez. Nunez round the bases. He stopped at third. He did a little hop skip. Gave it right back to the Blue Jays. 7-5. Heel back to heel. I love it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Patucas. Now heel. What's your thoughts on the Padres giving that extension to Manny Machado? Wow. I want to hear your thoughts on that one because that's a real good one. And the link is in the the comment section there. I tried to get Caputo on. He fumbled and bumbled, couldn't get on. Um, the link is there. Just click on it. Now, Chris, I gave you the link. I gave you a different link from all the others because you had an opportunity to simulcast with your channel, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
why I did that. But you had to be here early so we could have done it at the same time. But next time,
So
next
I
time,
didn't even know
next
that.
time.
Okay, now I know.
Well, that's why you got to be here to be win it. You got to be in it to win it.
Well, my old self, I gotta take a nap.
Don't worry, because when I come home from work, before I do all my streams, I take a nap from any when I get home. As soon as I get home and get up, like 2 hours nap, and then go back and do the streams. You know, if I do the Yankee at night and afternoon games, or the evening games, the basketball, and etc. So it'll be a little peek behind the 4-4.
Man, come on, Spencer Jones.
Here we go. The big guy up. There's a stolen base by the Yankees. Good job there on the other game against Toronto. Spencer Jones, what a healthy cut. But he's behind in the count already. So you got Blake Buckhalter. No relationship to Buck. And 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Let me answer. Chris, 30 days from now, this is all going to count, brother. There's a strike three. Spencer Jones took a call strike. Ugh. Back-to-back strikeouts for Spencer.
Yep, they was right about that. That's what young Judge used to do.
There's a strike. Now, Renfield, who doubled his last time up, got some RBIs here. TJ Renfield, who's playing first base. Again, first base job, besides Rizzo, the Yankees really don't have anyone from the minors that you could say that they could call up in case of an emergency. We know DJ LeMahieu is their emergency first baseman, or their backup first baseman with Rizzo. But if LeMahieu, we know him in a few years, he's had some toe issues, some issues with DL stints. Who do the Yankees really have there in their emergency? We saw Oswaldo Cabrera play first last season as he strikes out Renford. It'd be interesting to see if there's a minor league system in a minor league prospect that the Yankees are high on that could come in here who could play defensively first base there for the Yankees, or will they go outside looking for a first baseman? We all know that Luke Voigt is on a minor league deal somewhere. He came with an invite. Luke Voigt is available. Maybe there's a chance that we bring back a Luke Voigt in the minor leagues for AAA and maybe have him there. It'd be anything could happen.
Well, just like I said yesterday about our left field. I mean, we did have somebody that played first a little bit, and he wasn't too bad either. But the same person I said that could play left field that wasn't too bad, and his name is Endahar. But again, it's like you had the person, and you chose Hicks.
We chose Hicks, and you had to let go of Andujar. To be honest with you, as much as I love Andujar, I thought I always said he had the raw deal there at third base. He should have been, when he the rookie deal. You don't lose your job on injury. I know Urshela played extremely well. Long story short, we know that. We read the history. But I kind of felt better for him going to the Pirates organization. Was going to get a lot of playing time and show, and it's up to him now to make the Yankees look foolish for allowing him to go. I know we could have used him here but now I hope he goes out there and he balls out and every day whatever first or every day third or left field or whichever position he plays with the Pirates. I hope he's an everyday pencil and make the Yankee and I love them. Of course, why would he do? We're Yankee fans, but I would love that one. I would love them to make the Yankees look foolish on letting him go. Personally, I'm just that's how much I'm really high on Andujar to do well.
And I wish he never got hurt. That's what hurt him right there when he got
That's
hurt.
that yeah. Yeah. We got the Marcus Evans pitching for the Yankees in Toronto against Toronto Blue Jays.
Because
Got another
my
batter
opinion,
here. Hmm.
my opinion, he should have been rookie of the year, not Shohei. I'm just saying.
Oh, we mentioned that. We mentioned that in nauseous
Yeah.
last season with it. Yeah, absolutely, I agree with you there. Here's Caleb Durham, who had a double last time too. He was up. Boy, they're making a big deal about these bases. I mean, yeah, they're a little bigger, but what's the big? I don't know. I don't see what's the big deal with the bases.
So on TV, they still kind of look the same.
You could tell they're a little bit bigger, but they making it seem
Yeah.
like this. They're making it seem like they put a white door, one of those sweet French doors out there at first base. It's not that big. It's big, but it's significant bigger. But it don't look on TV. It looks almost the same. Oh, it's a 1-2 count coming. Durham outside 2-2.
Nah, Kev. Last year we had problem with games like this. Now imagine when the regular season start, we get 10 hits, 7 runs. It's gonna be a whole different Yankee team.
Oh, absolutely. And a 2-2. This one is foul. So Caleb Durham battling here. Desmond Evans looks pretty impressive. This is big, strong right-hander. Looks kind of like he looks kind of like Michael Pineda. He looks like a Pineda, but man, if he, I gotta see what is he. There's a fly ball into left field, and of course the Braves make the play. That inning comes to the conclusion against the Atlanta Braves here. But I'm looking at Desmond Evans, who has a 2-2 count. He has a strikeout. He's trying to get another back-to-back strikeouts. Let's see if he gets it. Ooh, he just missed that. He just didn't miss by much there. Big right-hander. Again, built like Michael Pineda. The pitch. This one's popped up even. He's gonna get him out there, shallow center field, and of course 2 outs. So I kind of want to see. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. Desmond Evans, well, the reliever for the bullpen. If this kid throws in the upper 90s, I kind of want to go on a limb. 2 years from now, that might be the Yankee closer. He's just got that, and I don't know his numbers. I don't know, but he gotta look like a closer. Chris, like some people, you look at them like, yeah, you see him
Yeah.
closing.
Do we still have what's his name? Is it Hill or Gill?
Yes, Reese Hill's still part of the team. When I made the video, I said that he had. Don't be surprised if he's a wild card for being the fifth starter for the Yankees. I said it was Luis Hill, Domingo Herman, David Garcia, Clark Schmidt. Those are the two the who I think could be in the running for possibly sixth starter for the New York Yankees. Coming up with Montas being out for almost more than half a season, possibly 3 quarters. After he had arthroscopic surgery on his shoulder, wasn't Tommy John, so there's a chance that he might return in after the All Star break or after the trading deadline. You
So
know what they putting? Yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, so who would you trade for? Because I know you asked me yesterday, but who would you trade for? Brian Reynolds or Corbin Burns?
Oh, pitching Corbin Burns. I will go
Okay.
Burns because you could always plug someone. You could plug left field. You got Eduardo Cabrera. You have guys that you could put there and of course Hicks. You already have an established left field. It's just that we don't like him, But it's just you could platoon Hicks with Cabrera and whatever the case is until somebody emerges and takes that position fully. What a play there, covering first base there by Evans there. So he's a big guy who can move. I kind of like that. That inning comes to a conclusion there with the Toronto Yankee game. Here we actually top of the ninth inning already. This game's about 3 outs away. They got the pitcher who's pitching here, who was part of the Joey Gallo deal. pitching in for the Yankees. I would go with the pitcher. Give me the pitcher. Although Mikey Mazda was saying that the Baltimore Orioles might get in on the Corbin Burns sweepstakes. They might be able to be the ones that Burns might be going to. They look like they're a favorite.
That'd be crazy to go to that team. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I
That's a
wouldn't be
move that
surprised.
will benefit the Orioles. You get your ace, you
Hmm.
pay your money, you got a young up and coming team. That's a dangerous move. That is a dangerous move to go. That if that's a being aggressive with Baltimore, a winning aggressive move.
Well, I would actually like if they're gonna do that and you're gonna give up a whole lot. I'm not gonna lie. If I was them, I'd be like, if y'all want our prospects, y'all gonna have to give us something else too. And I want Devin Williams.
Oh, you never know. You never know
Yeah,
what could be out, what could be there. Remember, or here's the thing here's the thing. Milwaukee's want to try to get rid of Yelich's contract.
that too. Yeah,
Ooh, there's a ball into left field, and right there makes the catch. Peter. So Chicken Saflaki Peter makes the play in left field.
every time I hear that name Peter, I think of the bread.
Me too. That's why I said Chicken Saflaki Peter. You didn't see? Did you see Elimination Chamber when the guy kept putting up that sign, Chicken Saflaki Peter? Oh, he kept
No.
putting that all through the match, man. And I was getting hungry because I love Saflaki. I love Saflaki. I love the gyros, and he kept putting that up. I was like, son of a gun, making me hungry. I'm gonna watch along here with his Chicken Saflaki Peter.
I'm now about to go back to watch the Elimination Chamber and see that now.
Yeah, watch Elimination Chamber. Especially they focus him a lot in the first matches. He kept bringing that Chicken Saflaki Peter, and I kept saying it in the watch along. There goes the Chicken Saflaki Peter guy. Yeah. So with one away here, runner at first, swing and a miss. So Atlanta down to the last two outs here in the ninth inning in Tampa. In Dunedin, Florida, they are in the top of the seventh inning. Yankees with a 7-5. So we'll stick with the second game once the first game comes for the split squad off. We'll stay until both games are off. Well, as the dogs are going bananas in my house.
They're trying to tag Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about this yesterday too when we was talking about wrestling. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing Logan Paul's new special is that off the ropes.
Buckshot Lariat. Yes.
Yeah, because he did the little punch thing like oh girl, and I was like, man, too many people got that. Karrion Cross, Lacey Evans, you got to get something different, bruh.
Hey,
What's up,
Howdy.
Hill?
yeah, yeah. And my thoughts on the Manny Machado thing. Uh, I, we'll see how it does. He's arguably the best third baseman in the league, so he deserves it. But I don't know. The Padres aren't known for they're not known for really winning the World Series lately. So we'll see how it pays off. But they did almost make it last year.
No, but what's your thoughts? Do you like it? I mean, or are you shocked?
I'm
Are you
not
shocked,
shocked.
surprised, or
I'm not shocked because, like I said, he's
okay,
arguably the best third baseman in the league. I mean, he's earned that money.
If
correct?
I
anything,
mean,
he's second.
no, well,
Arenado's still up there.
at
Okay,
this point, you
oh,
can
that's a
argue he's
debatable, debatable.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's what
can
I'm
argue he's
saying.
yeah, but I mean, and the Padres did almost make the World Series, like I said. So I see where the Padres are thinking with this move, and obviously he's gonna get overpaid. Every player that earns that big contract gets overpaid. It's just a calling now in baseball. Um, it will be worth it if they win the World Series. If they don't, then obviously you're gonna be stuck wondering to yourself what else you could have spent that money on.
Yeah, I agree with you because that's what I told Kev about the Judge contract. If we win the World Series or two, I don't care what you pay the man.
Yeah.
Right. Final strike out here. Final strike here for the Braves down to their final strike, the 1-2 pitch, and got him. That would do it. The Yankees win 7-0. They get 7
Vito look
runs, 10
good.
hits, 1 error, and Atlanta only had 1 hit, and that was in the 7th inning. So Yankees get their first spring training win after they lost yesterday to the Phillies, and we'll stick here for the Toronto game because we still are in the top of the 7th inning. Yankees up 7-5, and with 1 out, runner at second. So we'll stick with that game.
Yeah, here. How you feel about that? That Vladdy hit a bomb and him showboating a pitcher that probably won't even make the roster.
Yeah.
I mean, let the kids play. I've always been a fan of like and a supporter of like just showing your emotions on the field. Like, go ahead. I know Kev's not really a fan of it unless you do it first or whatever. But you like go ahead, show your emotions. Leave it all on the field.
It's not a fan of it. It's the when you do it. You know, you're playing in a preseason game in the 5th inning when you're third at bat against single A pitcher, you crush it, which is rightfully so. You should be doing that. Just go. All right, if you're at the home plate and you crush it, that's fine. But when you're running the bases, you showboat it twice. You did your stupid stuff twice. That's looking for a beanball. I'm sorry. You just if you're at the plate and you crush it, you want to do your stare or you want to do a hop skip, or or chug on your jersey, perfect. But once you round the bases, you're kind of doing it to the players out on the field. You're showboating to those players on the field, and those are minor leaguers. You're doing a cheap intimidation tactic, in my opinion, and that's not cool.
Well,
That was
the LE is just cooking up some great rivalries. I mean, even the Orioles are starting to build a good team down there. I mean, um,
especially Burns if Burns if
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
Like if they
Oof.
if they pull the trigger on the right piece, they could be something serious.
yeah, don't get me wrong. The Orioles are probably still going to get last place, but that AL East is starting to become a dogfight, and it's just going to get more of a dogfight throughout the years, especially.
I think I think Boston's
I
still
think
involved.
Boston. Yeah, I think Boston's
Yeah,
gonna beat last.
well, it's between Boston or the Orioles. We'll just say that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Barring injuries, because I think Tampa just got better.
Yeah, Tampa is always like that mysterious team because like they always pull some players, out of nowhere, and then they become good, and you're just like, who? And it's like, yeah, he's doing good. Like he's like Paredes one year just started doing good, and it's like, yeah, they traded Meadows for him, and he was doing actually better than Meadows at some point. It's like they're just a really smart organization who can just pull the right trade. I think they only messed up on one trade, and I forgot what it was, but I looked it up one time and then I forgot about it. It'll probably come back to me, but yeah. But one trade in like basically 10 years, not bad.
Yeah, we can't say that to Brian Cassie.
Yeah. Mm.
That's all I'm gonna
Let's
say.
see.
But I do like the Beta kid. Beta look good. He pitched 2 innings. Only gave up 1 hit.
No, he looked good. He looked good in his time out here.
Yeah,
Um, he really did look good for the Yankees this afternoon.
and to bring up the whole Tampa and Toronto thing, Toronto doesn't scare me. I mean, they didn't scare me last year. I think Tampa's the only team that gives us a real fight in the division. Because for some reason, everybody keeps putting Toronto over us, and it's like they can't perform because of this is just my opinion, because they keep showboating and trying to show up every other team, and it's like, why you're gonna piss off the other team, and 9 out of 10 times you're gonna look stupid.
Oh, not bad. They lost two trades. Now I'm starting to remember. It's starting to come back to me. They lost two trades. It was the Nelson Cruz trade.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, they definitely
with,
lost
with,
that.
because they sent Joey Ryan to the Twins, and Joey
Hmm.
Ryan's become a really good pitcher for the Twins. And they sent Nathaniel Lowe to us, the Texas Rangers, and
Yeah,
Nathaniel Lowe's become a really great first baseman for us. And who knows who even remembers who they got back because they become nothing so far. So it's only two. So two in the last 10 years. Sorry, Rays. See how bad you are at trades.
and they good at giving up players a year early too, like Archer and Longoria,
Mm-hmm.
Crawford. Like they just like, oh, we don't want you back. He can go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. That's why Kiermaier, I'm just like, wow, he's been a stable for
Hmm.
the Tampa Bay Rays, and now he's what's wrong with the Atlanta Braves. Oof, like, wow, the Braves gave up. If the Tampa Bay gave up on Kiermaier, that's kind of yeah.
And I think they did a smart decision, extending who is he the third? I think the third baseman, Diaz or something.
Oh, Yandy
And
Diaz.
Yanni
Yeah,
Diaz,
that man kills us every year.
you'll see something. I'm gonna be surprised they end up trading Rosarena. Oh wait, I mean, he got a
Yeah,
lot of value, but Rosarena is like hit or miss. You could tell, you could see where he could decline on Rosarena. He's electric, but they probably know
but
that
that's why
he's
like
enough. Yeah,
that's why I like Yanni, because Yanni, he's a hitter. So that I'm happy they kept him. I mean, even though I'm not a Tampa fan. I mean, he kills us,
yeah. You respect players' game for Yeah, I know what you mean.
and he hustles.
Yeah, when they got rid of Pilar, they kept Pilar go too. There's a lot of different with the Rays.
Well, they could afford to let Kevin Kiermaier go because obviously they got Jose Siri in that trade with us.
Right,
Hmm.
right.
Yeah, he's like 27 now, I think 28. So yeah, and he's a better hitter than Kiermaier. I mean,
Well, speaking of Tampa, I wanted to say this too yesterday, Kev. Man, I finally like because I watch a lot of people like buy cards and stuff like baseball cards and stuff and pulling like good autographs. Man, I pulled a Wando Franco rookie autograph.
Ooh, nice one. Wander Franco.
So I gotta get that. I'm gonna try to get that. What's that
Appraise,
called? What's that called?
appraise. Right when you want to see how much it's worth.
Yeah, and man, I'm
Yeah,
trying to
appraise.
get a number, like see if it's like one like a 10 or an 8 or something. Because if you can get it like that, the price of the card would get more expensive.
As we are in the bottom of the seventh inning. New York Yankees up 7-5 on the Blue Jays for 2 outs, 0-1 count. We finished the first game against the Braves, and now we're sticking here with the Toronto Blue Jays.
Damn, Guerrero's still in the game? Well, y'all sad, bro.
Yeah, he's still playing. For what?
Ugh.
You're really going all out to win a spring training game with your. I understand you win it with your young players and your up and coming players, but and Guerrero's young, but you need him for. Does he really need to play 161 plus whatever 30 games? So you're looking at 190 games. You're trying to play Guerrero. I mean, hey,
That's
to
sad.
each his own. To each his own. That's it. That's to each his own.
I'm not wishing nothing on people. I'm gonna knock on wood, but that's how people get hurt.
God, I tell you one thing. Buck Martinez on the commentary. Going, yeah, yeah, it sounds like he talks like he's going to get with his hand on his arm. I know I don't have the most appealing voice either, but Jesus Christ. I am cool. I am Buck Martinez.
Yeah, that's how it used to sound in the '40s. Okay, Squidward.
now here we are in the bottom of the third. SpongeBob's here
Hard,
next to
hardy, hard, hard.
me. Yeah, SpongeBob, what are your thoughts on today's game? Well, Squidward, I think it's gonna be.
Oh my God, we got a 2-out walk here from Thorpe. So you got a runner at first, and now it's a
Oh,
tying run. The tying run in Toronto threatening here with Richie, Jamie Ritchie, former
oh,
Pirate.
they finally took Guerrero out. Ooh.
Right, they sat Guerrero out. Look at that. I mean, that would have been something. That put him in the seventh inning of bat. Boy, talk about Eureka Desperado. Yes. I was asking Mikey Mazda was on earlier from the Four Train Express. He told me Hala came up with a nice a trade, or an idea of a trade for Manny. It was a Fernando Tatis straight up for Acuna Jr. But straight up. But then I go,
No, that's not gonna happen.
it's not going to work because San Diego's going to
No.
want a prospect, especially if you want San Diego to take on most of the contract. Pay to the Braves because the Braves don't operate with paying a lot of money. They don't. They're a smart run organization. Although winning the World Series helped them with financially and getting the postseason XYZ as they go the short way. The inning comes to conclusion. But I go, there's got to be more to that. Straight up one for one really doesn't happen these days.
And I'm thinking the opposite. Like I'm thinking the Braves gonna want more.
No, it doesn't happen for one big reason. Tatis is better than Acuna.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
but
one.
yeah, like steroids or not, he's still but like I mean, he did take steroids, but you get the point. Like, he's still way better than Acuna. Like, I'm sorry, and he can play multiple positions. He can play in the outfield, infield. I'm like, the Padres would have to be on some good. I was gonna
No,
clean
well,
my
that's a
room.
relief for money though. You're still getting a good player back in Acuna Hill, but you're getting some money relief, financial relief, getting that
yeah, that's what I'm
long-term
saying. Yeah,
contract.
the
But
Yeah, but
if the Braves want that, they're gonna want they're gonna want something. Someone prospects is gonna is rarely the one for one is not. And you don't see player for player really agree to. There's got to be. Remember these trades. These general managers are trying to pull a fast one on the other general manager in these trades. They think that they're gonna pull a fast one. Yeah, I'm gonna trade him for I'm gonna get you this, but I'm gonna get this player for pretty much for my lint in my pocket. That's the way these. That's the
yeah,
mentality.
of course you want to win the trade and everything like that. But we're talking about Tatis here, like he's right now still the top five player in the game. Like, I mean, the guy's just unbelievably talented. And Acuna, like he's probably top 10, top 15, somewhere around there. I mean, one for one would just be awful. I would assume the Padres would be smarter than that.
Right. That's why I think it's
Yeah.
interesting. Could there be that could be the starting point? One those two, and then you're gonna add other names and prospects or opportunities. I could see that, but it's a good. That's a good. See, we struck a good debate. So kudos to Halal for bringing that up and bringing a point of a debate. That's a good one.
It's not gonna happen.
But at least it entertain us
I
to
mean
Yeah,
it's a possibility. I mean, like
it's an
it's not like something.
entertaining thing.
Yeah, it's not like something like I can't see. But I mean, it could happen. It just won't be one for one though.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
like I'll give it this. Like, it's an entertaining thought. It's just I don't see it happening.
No, neither do I. I agree with you. I don't see it happen. Acuna is very well loved in. I know they were saying he might move him, but he's like there in Atlanta. Doesn't cost much to have him there. He does play good outfield position, all that stuff. It's tough. First out, one out. Here's Jesus Rodriguez for the Yankees. Yeager, the pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays, was one of their highly touted pitchers in the minors. So Yeager, here's the pitch. Here's Jesus slowly roller and confusion, miscommunication. Clark, the catcher and pitcher,
That's not like
nobody.
Toronto.
So he's on with a base hit. Who got it? Who got it? No one got it. They both bumped in, almost gave each other a little peck of. They almost were smooching there.
Man, who needs Julio Rodriguez when we got Jesus, huh?
So Jesus is on. He's on with a miracle. Ooh, pitch up high for a ball. Spencer
Shit, I can't
Henson.
wait. I can't wait to see what he does in the league, though, Julio.
Me and Julio down with Julio. 2-0. My God, this is Vogelback's distant cousin, Spencer Henson. Man, looking like Vogelback. Yeah, all right. It's a pudgy hitter. Let's go. Yeah, hit it, big boy. Foul out of play.
That dude,
He's
Kev,
Marvin.
funny, bro. Every time he say a big person,
Man, he's Marvin 33 too. 33. Somebody should give him 00. Let's go.
I I'll say this: there would be
Look at
no
this.
no big boy without Prince Fielder.
Wow, Prince
yeah,
Fielder. Yeah, no, his dad,
yeah.
Cecil. Like, who is this guy? It's like, whoa, 50 plus home runs. Like, whoa, back in that era when he hit it, it's like, whoa, who's this big
Dude,
guy?
Prince. People forget about Prince. Prince was something special. If he wouldn't have got that heart issue, I think he would have been a Hall of Famer because the way he was hitting and
Oh,
stuff.
catch quick.
It
Oh,
was a
this might be
neck.
too.
It was a neck issue. Um, it was the way he swung over the years. It just caught up to him.
You know what was the problem with Prince Fielder?
What?
He had to eat some. He had to eat some damn steak, vegetable. Eating carrots and celery. You gotta eat some meat, brother. Eat some meat.
Gee,
He's a vegetarian. That's all. I was just joking.
Yeah, but yeah, believe it or not, I was probably one of the rare people at that time that was not a fan of trading Kinsler to the Tigers for Prince Fielder because I was like, I can already see the cons of this trade and it's going to end up horribly.
Ian Kinsler was good, but never lived up to a full potential for some reason. He was good. I liked it, Ian Kinsler. She said there was just something missing with him.
With the Rangers though, he did amazing, and I was like, why are
Yeah.
we trading him? I'm like he fits the new way of baseball. He's an athletic power hitter with nothing but an upside, and then and there's Prince Fielder. I was like, I get it, more home runs, yay, but we're taking that money too and everything. I'm like, no. I'm like, I can see nothing but
That's, that's,
negatives
that's,
here.
the, that's the owners from the Rangers.
Yeah, yeah. We got rid of a lot of them though, if not all of them though. This off season. Yeah.
All right, so you got first and second with 2 outs now. Now this is the deep players that I never heard of. Lockridge coming up to bat. I haven't heard of these Yankees that is spring training invites, but hey, that's what you send on the road when you play. And the funny thing, Dunedin is not far from Yankees, where the Yankees complex. It's really close. It's not far, one bit whatsoever. It's all highway. It's not that far. It's not a long drive. Especially today on a Sunday. By the time this game is over, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever. Most if they go on a bus, some of these guys drive their own car. It's not that far. I guarantee the starters that started in this game, they're already home, showered and ready, and they're coming home already because that's how close that is. Dunedin is tiny, it's small little part in say in western Florida, central western Florida, just right between somewhere in between Tampa and St. Pete. It's really all bunched in there. Bradenton as well, and all those little cities there.
Yeah. I'll just say what most Yankee fans are thinking right now. So Hicks, if Dominguez has a great showing, do you mind going to the bench for us this regular season?
They won't,
uh,
as much as we like it, healed, but they won't do
yeah.
it because they don't want to start Dominguez's free agency clock.
Uh,
I know
I
we
mean,
all would love Dominguez to start a left field, but I don't think it'll happen because of that. It's a financial thing because you have Hicks, you have Cabrera, Oswaldo. They won't do it as much as I would love that deal. Trust me, but I don't. It don't make financial sense when the kid has options.
but you want to win though. You don't want
Yeah, but here's the
to.
thing:
Yeah.
if you could piecemeal it until June, then you could bring a Dominguez up where you don't he doesn't really count to the service time. You win-win. You know, that's let's be honest with you. Let's talk about the way that we talk about analytics and all the other stuff, but that's financial sense for the Yankees. That's being financially responsible. Which for us as fan base, we don't care. We want to spend the money. We want to see Dominguez. Trust me, I want to see Dominguez from day one. But I think that's the route they're going to go. If he has a shot, or they have to actually play for the Yankees this season, is going to be after June, after that monetary or that service time moratorium that's there for them, and that's when they'll bring him if he
All
were to.
right. I mean,
Ooh, this one is hit to the right field, long run and hits the top to the wall. 1 run scores for the Yankees. Let's see if they send a second guy in, and they will, and it's a triple for Lockridge. 9 to 5. Just like everyone got to go to work tomorrow, 9 to 5.
yep.
Nice play there. Nice hanging breaking ball.
Man, they would have kept Vlad in there. They could have won.
They could have tied the game up. He could have showboated
Mm-hmm.
with a home run. Look at this one. Agustin Ramirez. Man, a face that only a mother would love. Here's a pitch. Outside. 2-0. Hey, let me ask you guys. I got you guys there. Ask Heel. What's your thoughts? Kenny Omega, a free agent? You saw that Tony Khan added 9 more months to his contract because of injury.
I hope he comes to WWE.
But he was supposed to be coming now because his contract is supposed to be freed. He goes, whoa, wait a second. You still got 9 months from your injury time that I'm adding on. So he's going to be, which
Uh,
I think is a stupid move because even if he's going to lose Omega, now you're going to have to sign a bunch of wrestlers now right before 2024. And they're going to want a lot of money. So who's a free agent in 2024?
yep.
Maxwell, Jacob, Freeman. Do they have enough money to sign without a TV deal? With the low ratings, of course, they drew 1 million on Wednesday, but they have a low ratings. They still haven't got a extended TV deal with Time Warner. We know they might will. We know they will, regardless of the fact, but not maybe for the amount that he's looking for. Will there be enough money to sign all these? Bucks will be a free agent at that same time. So was it a smart move for him pushing and adding those 9 months on there to Kenny Omega if he was eventually was going to lose him? That's a question I ask.
Probably not, because now you'll probably have to deal with MJF and Kenny Omega at the same time.
Plus the Bucks. Don't forget the Bucks are free agents. I believe Christian
Oh
Cage is
yeah.
free. There's a lot of free agents on that um 3 month period from anywhere from that November or to November to the beginning of January. You have a lot of your roster available for free agency or extensions if they they're gonna be they could go sign with other wrestling promotions. And do you have enough money, or do you have the capability of negotiating with a lot of them? Especially if they see, well, what happens if I make a sign a long term extension, and you mirror me, you make me on the shelf because of Miro. There's a lot of performers watch what's going on, especially with the WWE. They get sold, and they continue to excel with money in all that other different stuff. With the highs of Triple H just continue to book and they go sell out arenas and they still continue the product hot. It's interesting. It's good for wrestling for us to talk about and have conversations and fantasy book. But wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think Tony Khan sees a lot of free agent problems. I think Triple H sees a lot of Royal Rumble JBs.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. You're
yeah.
absolutely and especially Khan doesn't want to bring in writers or allow people to help do storylines because he wants to be in control. And let's face it, they need storylines in this wrestling. Not just they got good wrestling product, but there's no investment to a storyline or where's it going. Just throw a bunch of matches. It got you can see by the numbers. It kind of like you know they're in some trouble. Not to the point of closing their doors, but to be pushed back and being left in the dust when it comes to competing. If they wanted to be the second best company or giving the WWE a scare of being number one,
Oh yeah.
and it's not a bad product. Again, I don't like AEW. I could that, but what I got to give it is flowers. It's not a bad product when the wrestling is there, but there's times where you're like, I'm gonna
Nah,
be. I turned
don't lie, Kev. They should change that W to a B. All elite botch.
yeah, yeah, or
It.
all menstrual wrestling because boy, they get paid more.
I hate. I hate to be one of those fans, but yeah, it's been a really bad product now for a while. I don't know why, but yeah, it has. Like, I'll just say I was talking to Adam. I think now like 2 days ago or something like that. Even he said he can't stand to watch AEW anymore. He's just a pure WWE guy.
There's a nice strike, big breaking ball there. But the Yankees, the inning comes to conclusion. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. The Yankees extended here 9-5. So nine
And
runs, 50 hits for the Yankees.
and I'll say this. I don't watch too many AEW matches and stuff like that, but I do see it on YouTube. I
Mm-hmm.
just think certain wrestlers there, like Snake and them, I know they take it serious and I understand that. But some of the wrestlers, I don't think they take it so serious because if they did that many boxes in WWE, they probably get sent down or fired.
Absolutely. Here's and I know I said so. AEW doesn't care about those botches. What do? They hold their wrestlers accountable? I think, again, I'm trying to give them credit or at least a little bit of kudos because now Tony Khan is going to start doing a few house shows coming up in March. They're going to have AEW house shows, non televised, non for different fan bases, different small towns. Great. The reason why you say it's great because now they have the chance for these wrestlers to wrestle, get continuity, be able to work out their kinks and not botch, be rusty. Because one of the mistakes they don't have a performance center. They have nowhere. They have dark elevation and whatever the other show is called, dark light, whatever the hell. And really no one really watches it, but they tape it on one kind of almost on one day. Maybe once in a while they'll do Saturdays. But the point is, with more repetitions, these wrestlers, they start getting wrestling better. And then when you are on national television, with more eyes on you, you get to see them perform much more crisper and cleaner. You get better wrestling. And I
Uh,
know this is why that's why a lot of people jump to AEW, not because, of course, because of more money, but they making more money to only work one day, maybe 2 days a week, not even. Who wanted that?
yeah. And, and my friend brought up an interesting question, which is funny. He was like, "Can you name me an AEW main event that didn't end with a AEW guy, like at least one in them?" And one guy tried to name Kenny Omega, fighting somebody who's like, "No, he's still technically a WWE guy."
Yeah, he did wrestle AEW,
Yeah,
but most of it, when it comes to the wrestling business, um,
yeah.
but let me ask you, okay, you say he's an AEW guy, but do you associate him with WWE? I don't. I feel he did it. It's the same thing. Here's another wrestler. You're gonna feel shocked that I say is not WWE. I don't see Neville, aka Pac, as a WWE guy because I
Nah,
feel
I don't
he got
either.
over.
He didn't
He
make it.
got over as an AEW wrestler. To
Yeah,
be honest,
No,
he didn't
WWE
really.
guy.
that,
Uh, like, or are you saying WWE guy? Because like, maybe it was just like the accent.
what was that again?
I said, or did you say WWE guy?
No,
No,
I don't
no,
feel.
Neville.
I don't. I do not feel
Yeah,
Neville Pack
me
as a
neither.
WWE guy. I see him
Cause
more of an AW because he has
yep,
success, more success, got over as
He
as Pac.
he he actually became a cruiserweight champion and led the cruiserweight division in
Okay,
yeah,
WWE
but
for a long
I
period of
know,
time.
Heel, but again, I know that. So but I still associate him more with All Elite
and
Wrestling. I
and
feel
and
he got over more.
and I'll say this too, and I know he's not in AEW or whatever, and I know he just retired whatever. But even Kurt Angle, like most of
Yeah.
his career was in TNA.
No, he's definitely a WWE guy.
No, I'm not
He-
saying that, but he had more success in TNA because he did more stuff in TNA. He got to wrestle AJ Styles. He got to wrestle Sting, Samoa Joe, all these dudes in their prime and stuff like that.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll give you another one. Bully Ray Dudley.
Yeah,
He
that's
did some
another one.
singing. He
Okay, if we're
TNA.
talking about okay, if we're talking about as a singles competitor, I'll give you that one. As a tag team, there's no way we're not talking WWE.
But period, just
Yeah.
regular in general, which he was. When you think of Bubba Ray Dudley, be honest with you, what he did with Aces and Eights was fucking phenomenal, man. Better than his own run in AEW in ECW, and even with the WWE with the Dudley Boys. I thought indeed what he did with Aces of Eight
Well,
because he got to be in the matches with Hogan, with Jarrett. I
well,
mean,
when I
he
think of
put in,
Bubba Ray Dudley as a singles competitor, I think of him, yeah, in TNA. But I think of him as a tag team. I think of the Dudley Boys in WWE. So
I think of him just Bubba Ray himself with regardless like with Flair and I know Flair's a legend and it's hard to even bring him up. Flair, what do you? I don't think of when you think of Ric Flair, you think of his singles. You don't think of him as with Evolution or
No,
Enforcement
yeah, I
or
think of
yeah
WCW, NWA.
yeah. And he had great success with WWE. Don't get me wrong. He was a Hall of Famer in different categories. It might go in again as a Hall of Famer in another facet. But
Hmm.
my, so my point is, I don't know. It's like it could be. That's a debate that you can have with a lot of different people over and over,
And
and everyone who brings a point is not wrong either. Your points are
yeah,
valid.
like here, like I'm not saying Kurt Angle, he started at WWE, but most people are not gonna remember that because most people are gonna remember him from TNA.
Chris, I kind of remember when I think of
oh, and don't
Kurt Angle.
forget,
To be honest with you, I think of WWE first,
No,
and I know
yeah,
he had
your age. That's what I'm saying, Kev. Your
yeah.
age. I'm
oh,
talking
got you,
about,
got you, got you,
yeah,
got you.
I'm talking about like the people that's 20 years old, like AJ Styles. I'm sorry, he's he had a good run in WWE. I'm not saying he didn't do good at WWE, but I it's TNA. He's a TNA person.
Got you. As we go to the ninth inning, 9-5,
I
one
think
inning
I
left.
I think I think I know how to solve this debate. I think people remember you where you either had your best moments or
Yeah,
you
Hmm.
had your best like matches and like that. Because I thought about it, and I'm like, okay, why do I remember Kurt Angle mainly as a WWE guy, regardless
Yes,
of him having good TNA matches and like that? It's because of his promo and his feud with John Cena.
the moments. No, just not even just either.
Yes.
His moments with the bath, with the
What?
milk bath.
with Stone
The
Cold.
yes,
Yeah, with Stone Cold,
Yeah.
like him and
Why do
Stone
I
Cold.
remember?
a little hat with the guitar.
Yeah, Yippee Ki
Yeah. Why do I remember the Dudley Boys, or Robert Ray Dudley, mainly as a Dudley boy?
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
it's mainly for those TLC matches. They
Yes,
were the gold standard for TLC matches, so that's why he's a WWE guy to me.
putting men
If
up
I
to the
had,
team.
if yeah, if I had to choose,
I was about to
You're right.
say,
You're right.
cause y'all brought his name up. Y'all think Christian's coming back to team up with Edge?
I said that. I mentioned that. I said that on the review. I said I don't know what the contract is with Christian Cage with All Elite Wrestling, but if they want to push a stipulation, if we see I said if they put a stipulation match next weekend between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage, if Christian loses to Jungle Boy or loser leaves the wrestling, all elite wrestling, then I can smell where it's gonna be Christian Cage being help out Edge at WrestleMania. But I don't know. I the way Khan works, I don't know, dude.
And
Mm.
Kenny Omega to me is mainly a New Japan guy still.
Oh, absolutely. When you associate Kenny Omega, it's New Japan. That's the face of New
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you, 100%. Even I could even say the Bucks, actually the Young Bucks, I associate them as indie wrestlers. Period. King of indies. I can't until they do a little more in all elite wrestling. I know they're the faces, but I just think of them as independent wrestlers.
And I have some people saying about Cody Rhodes, but I'm like, Cody Rhodes is a WWE person. Why you think he came
That's
back?
that's interesting
Yeah.
with Cody.
Yeah.
He is like again the story still as he gets a strikeout here in the top of the ninth inning, 1 out away from the Yankees.
No, his background story and just Cody Rhodes in general all smells of WWE. Like,
That's
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
yeah,
Now, guys
like,
like Jungle Boy, All Elite Wrestling.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Acclaim,
AEW.
Acclaim. You think of Acclaim, that's All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, AEW.
yep. Jericho Society, except for Jericho, All Elite Wrestling. Right now, MJF, you think of him of All Elite Wrestling. Even I know he was
Yeah,
part of the Indies, but also Hangman Page, I think of All Elite Wrestling. Poster child for him. We know he wrestled elsewhere, but he did his bones in. He's really got over mostly household name with All Elite Wrestling. Powerhouse Hobbs, Ricky Starks.
yeah,
I associate him as All Elite Wrestling. One of the
I'm
so
I'll say this. Every promotion has a couple good people. Like I'll never say like TNA. I mean, look at AJ Styles, Samoa Joe,
yeah,
WCW, Goldberg, Sting, like every company has a few good wrestlers, but it seems like WWE they just have a little bit more.
yeah. Sting is WCW. I know it's still. I know it's technically owned by WWE, but talking about even before
yeah,
they got
no,
owned by
no, no.
WWE, he's WCW.
You're talking about the WCW when they're on independent on their own.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree. And
he's the
also, and,
face of
and I
that
also
company.
say Rick and Scott Steiner. Rick
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steiner. That's NWA WCW. That's what even Gator. Vader I know is in the Hall of Fame of the WWE, but his bones was made in WCW. And you know who was another one? I don't know. I was gonna say WCW, but what he did afterwards in the WWE, I kind of pushed more towards WWE is Ron Simmons.
yeah, yeah. I remember
yeah,
him. I don't remember him too much in WCW. I know he's
I
the first world champion for WCW, but when it came to APA and the acolytes, it's WWE.
That's where
yeah,
that balance comes from because you
Yeah,
could have said he's the first African American black champion. I remember when he won, man, I popped for Ron Simmons
yeah.
from Florida State. I was like, yeah. And then they did him. He didn't hold the title. He didn't have a
No,
title run too hot where they could have built something. It felt like a token, and I hate to say it, like a token title for him. Oh, I'm gonna make you. And they didn't make him. They should have pushed him a little more and made a big deal of him being champion. But when he came to the WWE and he made it work with APA and doing all the stuff he did with the Nation of Domination first, then APA, he really became WWE, my opinion, because he went above and beyond that character
yeah.
and made him work.
And I don't know. It's just certain people you'll never like. I never thought JBL was gonna be a WWE champion.
Yeah,
Then his gimmick changed, and I'm like, what the hell happened? And I mean, hey, he got the heat.
yeah. So we
yeah,
got two outs
and
here.
it,
Runner at a second on a bloop double, and Jesus Rodriguez up.
yeah, and AJ Styles is forever TNA.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's the
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Here's a name that's going to be interesting. And the career's still going. We still don't know what's going. But still has a lot of left in his career. Is Shinstain Nakamura?
Man,
Shinsuke.
WWE's doing that man so wrong. Hmm. I I feel bad for him.
I wouldn't say they're doing him so wrong. I just think he's
No.
having a hard time getting over, at
Yeah.
least in that way.
Well, he was over
Uh,
when he won that World Rumble. I just remember that, and man, I think he should have won that championship. That's just my
here, here's
opinion.
here's the thing. Every time Shinsuke does get over, he always runs into people that are get way over than him. Like when he
Right.
faced AJ at the WrestleMania, AJ was just more over than him.
I still think he should have won. That's just
Um,
my opinion, though.
It's a walk. So we got
um,
two
It's just
on,
mine.
it's
two
a
outs.
it's fair. It's fair.
Let me
I'll
ask you
give you
this,
that. It's fair.
and of course, Chris, for to extent, does. I know you don't, but would it? And they teased it. I don't know what happened. They mentioned, would it be benefit for Nakamura to have a run in NXT, kind of like to Ziggler? Um, you saw Ziggler, Samoa Joe, others go in and have a little bit of a dominant run, repackage, reball back up to the main roster. Former NXT World Champion or North American, whatever you want to, whichever title they want to place them in the NXT.
I,
Have them come in there and repackage and become a big deal. It
Well,
also buys time to get the big guys out of the way, the main eventers.
you know what I was thinking? What if he could be the male version of Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose wasn't, and then look at Mandy Rose now.
Yeah, that's. But you mean what, doing it on the main roster or in NXT though?
No, NXT, like
Okay,
build how you did Mandy, because Mandy was gonna shoot up to the main roster, and I guarantee she would have won one of those titles. So my belief is, like you said, that's actually a good thing. Like put Shinsuke in NXT and see what he does. If he can end up like Mandy, that would be like the perfect scenario.
yeah, they did that with Ziggler. Ziggler got
Yeah,
over with Rude. Him and Bobby Roode. I know chasing. It was a short turn. It was a little bit of short of a stern run. It was around this time last year. I know him and Rude. They took the titles away from Braun Breaker. Breaker won it back the night after WrestleMania. He won it, so forth. But Ziggler was did as the inning comes to a conclusion. We go final three outs for Toronto here. Yankees up 9-5. I wouldn't mind to see that.
yeah.
I think what would simply fit Shinsuke is having like a nice manager.
And I mentioned. I know glad you mentioned that. I mentioned that on my videos, and I was saying, and I might do a separate one. I think it's time now for the WWE with the NXT. I know they're building up the future stars of tomorrow, but I would love WWE to also start building up the mouthpiece, the next managers. I understand they don't really want to do too many manager stables and XYZ, but maybe you do need find folks who could talk on that microphone who could cut promos. May not be the greatest wrestlers or may not have the wrestling look, but get yourself a managers for and I keep saying Rob Stone that's is in NXT with Ron Wagner. He should be brought up. They're teasing him with Chelsea Green, which Chelsea don't need a manager mouthpiece. Who needs a manager mouthpiece is Shannon Baszler and Ronda
And
Rousey.
Ronda, yeah, yeah.
They need a mouthpiece. They also need Ron Breaker, the NXT champion, needs a mouthpiece. He is great, but he's not good on the microphone right now. Paul Heyman is getting older. We got what 6 to 8 years maybe of Paul Heyman active roster wrestler to be a manager. After that, he's a little old already. He's getting old. You
Yeah,
need
no,
to bring them. You need to
nobody
develop
wants
the
to
next.
see. Yeah, nobody wants to see an 80-year-old Paul Heyman shooting a promo.
Correct. Right. You're gonna end up looking like, and no disrespect to Flair. Flair, when he cuts a
Hmm.
promo, sometimes it gets a little cringy because you don't know, like, Jim Ross on the microphone. It's still a little. And he's one of the greatest, but age catches to everyone and gets a little cringeworthy. They need to start thinking about creating developing the new managers in wrestling. There's always a room. Do you agree? I think there's always room in wrestling for managers and vignettes.
Yep, I definitely agree to that.
Yeah, like you would think by now every company would like to carry at least 3 or 4 managers, but for some odd reason, ever since like the dawn of the '80s or '90s, somewhere around there, the wrestling manager is still underrated. Even though they love Paul and AEW does, I forgot his name, but that one black
Scorpio.
guy.
We
but
have to wait. We got
yeah,
Stokely. We have to wait.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, but WCW has more than just one. You also got Don Callis, who manages the Omega. You also got you also have Tony Nese with the manager with Mark Sterling. Mark Sterling's manager. That's another manager who flip flop with Jay Cargill, whatever the case is. Man, the point is they have quite a few managers there. For you also saw aka the Bunny. The Bunny. You also had Julia Hart with House of Black. Those type of I know she doesn't the one that cut the promos, but they're managers. I see you got Maxine Dupree from Make Some No Models. You see, they're trying it with Legado Fantasma, although they should have brought Electra Lopez up instead of Selena Vega, but that's for a debate for another time. You also see BFAB, although she does wrestle, but she's part of the group that was a manager type of role. They need guys, but they need folks who could really cut that promo like sizzle. That just and they're missing that
You know,
personally.
who's a good manager and I like, but they took him off TV. Um, who's the manager for Bobby Lashley first before MVP? Rush, Leo Rush.
Oh, Leo
yeah,
Rush.
Leo
That dude
Rush,
can talk.
yeah,
That man can talk. I don't. Now he's a good promo talker.
I'm glad you mentioned that. There's talks of the Triple H thinking about bringing Leo Rush back.
Yeah, he can talk. I like people talk about MVP, but I think he's the one that started the whole the almighty gimmick with Bobby Lashley.
As the pitch goes down for a ball. We got the final outs here of this inning before we wrap up this this double split squad game for the Yankees. They won the first game against the Atlanta Braves earlier today, 7-1, and now they're up 9-5 here in Dunedin, Florida, against the Toronto Blue Jays. With the ball up here, you have
yeah.
Lisandro Santos trying to close it out, big lefty for the Yankees.
Yeah, I was talking to Adam and I said I think arguably the one big part where AEW messed up with MJF is where they should have treated William Regal like MJF's version of Paul Heyman. They shouldn't make where MJ speaks like a special occasion and have William Regal do most of the talking.
Strike three call. Gone. He's gone. No, but MJF doesn't need a manager. Didn't need a mouthpiece.
Well, no, neither does Roman Reigns really. At least you can
Yeah, he
argue
did.
it.
No, he got better, but Roman didn't need it at all.
Yeah, look.
See,
Speaking of
Roman
that, Kev.
benefited having Heyman on the side.
Speaking of that,
But it's all.
his promo against John Cena made him look puny.
Exactly.
I know,
I
but
still
it's
remember
all.
that.
It's always nice though for those cocky heels to have someone to talk for them. No matter how good they are, because it just it makes them look so like dang, this guy's so good and so like cocky, but he can back it up. You know what I
But
mean?
if he, I know you like that, but then aren't you just ripping off Roman and Heyman at that point? And that's
Yeah.
maybe why. That's probably why
Well,
they went that way.
here's the
No,
thing
if you want to
though.
go even further, you could say CM Punk and Heyman.
That didn't work
Well,
either.
here's
That
the
was too
thing.
much.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing though. Things in wrestling, like almost everything has happened in wrestling at least
Yeah, I
once.
know.
So
Give me a
it,
second.
Yeah,
it,
two
it's
out points.
yeah, it's not like you know like for example, like you just said, I can say Roman and Paul they're copying CM Punk and Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, of course,
yeah,
of course. But
Or
but
yeah,
but
or
but but Roman wasn't a great talker on the mic,
I,
promo
I,
wise,
I,
as CM
everybody
Punk.
everybody can say this too. And this is when Austin promo skills was actually good because he did the ECW thing. People was questioning why did he get the $1 million man? He didn't need him because he already knew
Exactly.
how to talk.
You're
yeah,
right, right, right. Also, you saw that with Hogan when he came
Yeah,
to
yeah.
WCW. He bought Jimmy Hart.
yeah.
Hogan didn't really need Jimmy
No,
Hart. Promos. Ooh, inside. Did he hit him?
that's like saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
Miz,
it's just good. It's
you
just
want Paul
good to
Heyman?"
street to.
That's overkill. If you put
Yeah,
Miz with a Paul Heyman, he could. There's no need. He eventually should be a manager when he's
Uh,
yeah.
wrestling.
I know that. I would love that.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would be nice to treat your special attractions like they're special attractions.
Oh, and they do. But how much more special you want Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns is pretty much like a porcelain doll. You know,
Yeah.
Well,
he's
when I said that, I was talking about MJF, but yeah,
that's different. That's different right now. But MJF is still
yeah.
young, and Roman is in the mid 30s, where now you treat that as special. MJF is still cutting his bones, especially him. Maybe he doesn't want that heel because he's looking for that contract. He does want to make that new deal at 24, regardless of the fact. Maybe that's why he doesn't want that mouthpiece for Regal because he wants to show that he's multiversal. And then when he becomes a made man in money wise, then he's like, you know what? You bring me a mouthpiece. Strike three. The Yankees close it out. The Yankees win 9-5 as we got a little wrestling talk part of that's part of baseball. You do tell stories and you give the action, and the Yankees win both of those games. They improve here. They win both the split squad 9-5 and 7-1. They hit 16 hits here to this afternoon, and boy, the Yankees hitting parade continues in the first three games. I know they lost yesterday, but this team is hitting all of their non-roster invites to the original. So wow, good job.
Well, let me ask you guys this though:
Mm-hmm.
how are you guys liking the uh? It's not the pitch clock, but
I know what you're
why
talking
did
about.
I
The
forget
Manny
the name
Machado
of?
thing.
Yeah, how you guys
I don't
liking
like him.
that?
I
The who?
really. You remember Manny Machado? He stepped out the box. He didn't go in fast enough, so they gave him a strike.
I heard about it. I haven't seen it. I didn't see where
Yeah.
it has it. So you know what? This game started at 1 o'clock. This game went 3 hours long, 3 hours and 16 minutes. But there was 24 hits and 14 runs score for 3 hours. Not bad. Not bad at all. Especially the game before prior the Atlanta game and the Yankee game that went pretty quick. They're
Yeah,
under
that
three
that was
hours.
quick.
That was they're under 3 hours. Offense was still no one got cheated offensively, and as well as the pitching change were done. I of course we need to see a whole season of this, but if this is the preview that we're seeing, it's gonna work. Because one thing people were saying, oh, baseball's boring. Right now, the stream has been going for 3 hours, 3 hours and 15 minutes. As I'm looking at the clock, or 3:17. You gotta like it because sometimes we used to be 4 or 5 hours on with the Yankee last year. If you look at some of the watch along videos from last year, they were long. If this is two games, and when we're talking about wrestling and stuff like that, I kind of like it early part. And you know me, I don't like about certain things about the analytics and all the other stuff with the baseball. I like it. I'm a big fan of it. I know. What about what? Let me ask that since we're talking about different changes. I like the Ghost Runner.
I like it for the regular season, not the
Yeah, I
postseason.
agree. I agree, Hill. Yep, I agree. I'm happy you said that.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm glad you mentioned that. For the postseason, they should go regular baseball. No
Hmm.
runner on there. Absolutely. For the regular season, yes, because you get a winner, you get a victory. You also implement strategy because runner at second. Do you bunt the guy over? Do all this type of different? Do you play the infield in when the runner at third with less than one out? Do you or would you try to a first and third situation, try to set up the middle for a double play and your corners in. There's so much baseball strategy here when it comes to that with the Ghost Runner. I like it.
Yeah. Um, I was talking about the Ghost Runner thing. That's what I said too. That's the Manny Machado rule. Everyone, whatever it's called. I told them it's probably going to take time for players to get used to, but if it works, and it works, and I think it can work. It's just going to take some time for players to get used to, because players are used to
Now,
just taking their time, wrapping their glove, doing their bat, whatever. They're used to taking their time.
now, the only thing I would like to do though, if you're giving me that short or that Ghost Runner, I wish they would allow the pitchers then, not that three-batter minimum. Personally, you want to do strategy, you want to do, and also emphasize your pinch hitting, your bunting, and XYZ. You don't have to. If you bring in a reliever, you could change them after one hitter. That's the only thing I wish they would allow us to do. That's the only thing I really, be honest with you, we would change.
No, because I disagree with you on that. I do like the three batter rule only because it does make you think a lot more about like, okay, like who's really good here, who can we really trust in this situation, and then it does make you go to your big guys like in your case, the Isaac Clay Holmes, so on and so forth. It really does make you think, and yeah, I think baseball it's finally revolutionizing. It's finally we're finally seeing the future, and I think the future is gonna look bright. It's just gonna take some time for it to finally like all come together.
Okay. All right. So final
I'm just
thoughts
happy they
here.
got rid of this shit.
Yeah, the shift is gone. You're gonna see. You already saw hits
Yeah,
benefit. You got the players benefit. Early part, you're gonna see at least the first quarter of the season. Batting average are gonna be up or higher, just because of that the shift. Personally, but all in all, this is a good pre start for the preseason for not just because the win. I don't. Who cares about the win and losses? I'm talking about the Yankees getting their hitting approach, getting used to also the pitch clock, the way the games are moving along here. Um, Let me ask this final question: are they going to keep this, implement these rules on the World Baseball Classic as well, Hugh? I'm not too sure about that.
No, they're
Okay.
they're not solidified. The World Baseball Classic, obviously, it's every league competing, like Japan, Australia, whoever qualifies. So they have to have their own rules.
Okay. So I
Like
just
even
wanted to
last year
know.
to get a yeah, even last year to get a replay when the replay system was already in for a couple of years. Sorry, not last year, 2017, which was the last year it was played. You didn't get like a some amount of replays like you did in the MLB. You had to
Okay.
ask for it for umpire, and if it was granted, then you can get it. But you had as many replay opportunities as possible. It was just up to the umpires if they wanted to replay it or not. If they thought it was
Okay.
replay worthy.
All right. Because I wanted to know if the same, if they, because it's a bit more as
Yeah.
a Major League Baseball sponsored type of deal where they were going to bring those, implement those rules and stuff. So okay, good to know that. And hey, right now this is 30 games for them to get implemented, getting in that batter's box, be able to find out strikes, no strikes, and all that good stuff. So we shall see there. Right now, so far so good here. I'm excited there. I saw the two teams that resonate in West Palm Beach, the Nationals and your Astros, 3-2 final there. That's a nice park. By the way, that's a nice park where they do. Even though they share it, that's a nice place down there in West Palm Beach. Just to give you a little credit on those Astros. I used to watch the Astros when they were in Kissimmee.
Oh yeah. Um, I'm just excited. I can't wait for opening day. I can't wait for to hear that umpire say for the first time. Play ball.
Yeah, indeed. And we all are excited. So, guys, we will leave for the Sunday because dinner is almost done. I'm hungry, and I know Chris got to get ready to go to work, and I know we got to get ready to rumble there. So, guys, man, thank you again for joining me here. Keel, thanks for the baseball talk. Always appreciative. Chris, as well, thank you for jumping in. We got Caputo in the chat, so Caputo back stronger than ever. But we'll say goodbye, guys, and we'll be back, man. Yankee baseball, we love it. So we'll see you again. Don't forget hit those likes, and we'll see you next time here, man.